Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another live stream. I will be clicking play any moment now on the video player. It's ready to go, actually. It's ready to go indeed. Let's see who's in the chat. First Mod, Midnight, hello. GD Montrosity. I see what you did there with the characters. That's awesome. Hey there, man. Hey there, guys. How's everyone going? Hope you all are having a wonderful day. Just listen to a little bit of I should listen to it again. A little bit of Beach Bowl Galaxy, a little small remix by a group called The Greatest Bits. I actually started liking it about halfway through. It's a really short song too. So we're just gonna wait for a few more minutes, see who else is wanting to come and watch. And then we'll get started. We'll get started indeed. RT at MIKEPLAYS underscore. Come on. Come back with a good message. Oh, did that get posted as a tweet? Don't tell me that got posted as a tweet. I'd be very annoyed if it did. Or is Twitter just being slow, just for the heck of it? Yeah, they're just being slow for the heck of it. Okay. Dies waiting? Oh gosh. Okay, fine. I guess we'll get going as I guess we'll get going with this. Oh, that's the restream chat that I copied. Whoops. What I want is to remove that. Yes, I want to remove. Go back to the game source, YouTube chat, copy that one, back to E3. Yeah, finally Twitter comes back with a message saying you have retweeted at so-and-so's tweet. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. There it is. There's the chat for you guys. Okay, so interact with this one. Wow! I jumped to that spot perfectly. Actually getting chills listening to this full volume. I don't know why. Because it's a good song. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo!
Good afternoon. afternoon from the Belasco Theater here in Los Angeles as we get set for an exciting doubleheader of Nintendo tournament action. Of course, coming up later, we have the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. 8 players.
That's a feeder. Holy cow.
Early look at Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Playing in that?
First, we have the
Jeez.
grand finals in the Splatoon 2 World Championship. And to kick things off, let's welcome to the stage producer for Splatoon 2. Put your tentacles together for Mr. Nogami.
Tentacles, that's funny.
Hello everyone. 皆さんこんにちは。私は人の姿に変身する不思議なイカを研究しているイカ研究所の研究員です。
Hello everybody, I am a squid researcher from Squid Research Labs, and as you know, I make it my business to study a mysterious form of inkling life.
スプラトゥーン2ワールドチャンピオンシップもいよいよ決勝戦です。
Well, we have finally found our way to the grand finals of the Splatoon 2 World Championship.
皆さん、昨日の大会はご覧いただいたでしょうか？
I hope you were able to tune into some of our preliminary matches yesterday.
Thank you. どのチームもです。
Well, we have finally found our way to the grand finals of the Splatoon 2 World Championship.
皆さん、昨日の大会はご覧いただいたでしょうか？
I hope you were able to tune into some of our preliminary matches yesterday.
Thank you. どのチームも本当に素晴らしい戦いぶりでしたが、今日はその中から勝ち抜いたもう私が多くを語る必要はないと思います。オーディエンスの皆さんもプレイヤーの皆さんも思う存分楽しんでください。
And I think that's all I really have to say. I just want everyone here in the theater, everybody watching at home, and all of the players to get ready for some inktastic action.
Thank you. Good luck.
Good luck.
Give it up one more time for Mr. Nogami. And with that, we welcome you into the grand finals of the Splatoon 2 World Championship. I'm your spray-by-spray host, Jordan Cannon. Joining me, as always, the two finest Splatalists in all of Inkopolis, Ashley Esqueda and Charles 9 Whitehead. And before we get to our thoughts, let's take a look at what we saw from the ink pools yesterday. All of the semifinal action that we saw here at the Belasco Theater. We saw these 4 squads battle it out in some truly epic matchups. Set to Destroy X falling to the back squids in match 1. The GG boys representing Japan get the victory over Yeah Nah. Set to Destroy X gets the victory over Yeah Nah in the match 3. And then match 4, the GG boys secure the #1 seed in the semifinals over the back squids. And so we saw some terrific action. And I want to talk to you guys. Your thoughts on yesterday. I think we're still trying to catch our breath from everything we saw there, Ashley.
Oh my gosh, well I think you could easily call yesterday's last match a pretty big upset. I mean, the defending champions, USA, get taken down by the back squids after some intense play. It went to 5. I can't believe it. We were totally losing our minds. And 9, I mean, I think you of all people, I mean, backstage afterwards, we were just like shaking each other. It was so much fun.
I could barely breathe. It was so intense. And I've watched a lot of sets of Splatoon, believe me. I don't know if I've ever seen a better set of Splatoon than we saw yesterday between Set to Destroy X and the back squids. I hope that today's set can measure up.
Well, we have our 2 finalists, the GG boys from Japan and the back squids from Team Europe. But let's get to know our teams just a little bit better.
Ink, used in ancient cultures to write sacred texts. It drips. Sometimes it drops. Early monks used it to create quiet masterpieces. Gutenberg pressed it. And today...
we use ink to determine the winner of the Splatoon 2 World Championship, where 4 teams come together to compete for the coveted Sterling Squid. Representing Japan are the GG Boys. Dynamon returns with his new team after splatting out over 800 teams in Japan and is now looking to bring that Sterling Squid home.
I am Dynamo.
Etona, Taich, Yamamichi.
We are GG Boys.
And representing Europe is Backsquids. The winners of the Splatoon European Championship, this German team brings a fresh name and team spirit aplenty as they take on the rest of the world. Hey, you're supposed to smile here.
He's smiling.
Hi, I'm Dean.
I'm Echo.
I'm Watson.
I'm Kaito.
And I'm Magic K. Rose.
And we are the Backsquids.
Now that we've met our teams, it's time to split!
Over 1,500 teams and regional qualifiers. We're down to our final 2, so the bracket's pretty simple at this point. You have the GG Boys from Japan taking on the Backsquids from Europe. The winner of this best of 7 will be crowned the champions of the Splatoon 2 World Championship. And 9, let's take a closer look at the Backsquids from Europe as far as what they were able to accomplish yesterday to find themselves here in the finals.
Well, anytime you go up against Set to Destroy X, you know you're going to have to deal with intense frontline pressure. The backliners that they ran, you see here on the sniper, that is Echo, and of course, Majin using that rapid blaster. It's so important that you're able to control the pressure. You see some great snipes right there, and the opponent has to deal with that. They can't keep running into the wall. Sometimes they do. They took advantage, and of course, Watson right here. Yesterday's human highlight reel seemed like every time there was a big play, he found himself in the middle.
And it was exciting because in that semifinal against Set to Destroy X, we got to the 5th game, and it was 2 points on tower control that separated either one of these teams from making it to the finals.
And on top of that, maybe the biggest pop-off that I've ever seen. The chairs were flying, headphones were flying. You can see it right here. Poor Kaito almost gets knocked down right here, has to get caught up. We have our people there in the back helping them stay up. But that's the raw emotion that you want to see. And if you thought that was big, if they pull off this win today, watch out.
And going up against them will be the GG Boys from Japan. Ashley, they overcame over 800 teams in their regional qualifier. What did we see from them yesterday, their undefeated route here to the finals?
I mean, yesterday we saw a lot of GGs. I mean, that is what they are known for, and that is what they brought to this tournament. Yamamichi out in that front line alongside Taiji, alongside Taiji was absolutely indestructible. I mean, Yamamichi by himself, it's like having 2 separate players for each one of those dualies, and you know, nobody could stop him. And so I think today, if Backsquids wants to get some work done, they're going to have to figure out how to neutralize Yamamichi.
And with Dynamon also, we saw him switch between that Dynamo roller and also the heavy splatling, so very versatile from their backline player.
Really great job of giving cover, making sure that his frontliners were able to do their jobs.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the route that we will have for our championship. It's a best of 7. We'll be exploring each game mode except Turf War. We already covered that. So let's start with Splat Zones, followed by Tower Control, Clam Blitz, Rainmaker, and then if necessary, Game 5, we'll go back to Splat Zones, some more Tower Control, Game 6. I think everybody here would love to see 7 games. That would be concluded with Rainmaker. And then you look at the basic principles of Splat Zone, and with these teams, we obviously know it's a very easy goal. It's a matter of just getting ink in the zone and controlling it. But 9, oftentimes, it's really about making sure you can secure the zone and then get that push as you look at the rules over Splat Zones.
And there kind of is a flow to it, an ebb and flow, if you will. Whenever you have the zone, you know your opponent is going to build up their specials and use that to push back in. It's all about saving your specials for that moment and using that to kind of thrust aside that initial push and keep control of that zone.
And Ashley, a lot of times it's making sure that you are making those calculated pushes. Like 9 said, you want to make sure you've got a numbers advantage and some specials ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and of course you always want to keep your eye on the clock, because at some point, you know, that music's going to kick in, and if it's close, you're going to want to get in there and really manage your specials
as tightly as you can. And so communication is so key.
You talk about that. Communication not only is important in relationships and life, but also when it comes to team play in Splatoon here, 9. And tell us a little bit more about these special communication devices these teams are using.
Well, they are special communication devices tailored specifically for this event. You saw it in the early video. There are some sick decals on the side of it. And like you said, there's only 4 people out here. They all need to be informed. If 2 of you go down, that's half your team. You're not going to get anything done.
All right, well, looks like our players are in the lobby right now getting set. And Ashley, just a reminder, they only get the main abilities with their clothing and decor. You don't get those sub-abilities, so that's going to change some of the things these teams do as they get set for Splat Zones.
That's right. You're not going to see a 12 stack of swim speed today. So they're going to have to be a little more discerning, a little more judicious on what kind of loadouts they have. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the weapon loadout is. But, 9, what do you think everybody should be choosing in the way of? I mean, yes, we saw a lot of rapid blasters. I mean, I think that's the order of the day. But what else besides that do you think we're going to see?
Well, a healthy dosage of rapid blasters, a healthy dosage of inkjet. If you can use either one of those things, one weapon actually is both of those things, the rapid blaster deco, so best of both worlds. But I think these teams, especially on this first map, Splat Zone's Walleye Warehouse, are going to use some ink armor. We didn't see it as much, but I know the NZAP a very popular pick here because it's so easy to get locked out.
Well, you mentioned the stage that will be on Walleye Warehouse. And Ashley, what do you notice about this one when it comes to Splat Zones?
I mean, I love Walleye Warehouse because there's so many ways to get into the center of the map, and a couple of them are ink-proof, right? So you have some grates that you can walk on. You don't have to worry about getting locked out of that lane. So I think that's going to be the most exciting part.
Well, let's go with the signature. Let's get it cracking. Game 1 of these grand finals. The GG boys from Japan in the orange taking on the back squids from Europe in the purple. And let's look at this loadout here, 9. Any surprises?
Well, we do see that NZAP 85, a weapon that's kind of fallen out of favor recently, but like we mentioned earlier, very popular there for the ink armor, although already Yamamichi going down. This is a great opening for the back squids.
Kaito getting the splat right there, 430 in this one. Early advantage right now for the back squids, 83 to 100, as that score continues to drop for the back squids of Europe. They've got a 4-3 advantage on the map, and Ashley, they wasted no time at claiming that splat zone.
No time at all, and Watson is doing exactly what I said they needed to do, which is neutralizing Yamamichi before he can even get close to anyone else on the team.
Echo with the Stingray, another Stingray being deployed by Dynamon, and Stingray on Stingray. And we have the GG boys seizing control of the zone, putting that 38-second penalty on the back squids, 9.
Yeah, and it was great that Dynamon was able to not go down in that situation. A trade is not what they wanted because they did not have as much pressure in the middle. It allowed them to continue to put pressure down with that Stingray, although it does look like it switched all the way back.
Back squids reclaiming control of the zone. 51-87 as they cut into that penalty. Kaito with another splat on Yamamichi. 4-3 on the field, 4-2, and you start to see the forces for the back squids here, Ashley, push forward and try to keep the GG boys at bay.
Yeah, I really like seeing what Echo's doing here with the splat.
Oh, wow. Sorry, my mic was muted this whole time. Jeez.
Dynamon is trying to put some ink down on so that they can get around.
So, wait, are you talking about Metroid Prime 4 with Weaver Shackling for next year or this year? Being shown.
They're back in town, and they've got control of the zone at this point. And 9, you look at Yamamichi on that inkjet, pairing it with the ink storm. Beautiful use of both specials.
Absolutely, and you know, Yamamichi at the beginning of this match kind of got caught out by himself, maybe a little bit too aggressive. I like that he didn't go in too deep with that. He's applying pressure here, but he's not too far from the rest of his team.
I don't think many people knows about that, but let's push that aside for now, Weavers, please. Thank you. So earlier they got Yamamichi right off the bat. They as in the purple team. Purple team is the back squids. Okay, so that's the European team.
And it looks like Yamamichi has found his rhythm, and now it's the GG boys putting
Now,
pressure.
okay, so Yamamichi is in his rhythm now, which is good. Good. And as most of you probably didn't hear from, as some of you has probably heard from yesterday, I want to repeat this for you, but for those of you who didn't hear this, this is going to be news for you. Wow. Nicely done, Japan. Woo! When it comes to video game competitions, if US is not a contender, or is a contender but got bumped off because
and they stayed alive and put
because
pressure
of
on
the
Backstreet.
competition,
And
like
at the beginning, they
what
were getting
happened yesterday
separated. They were
with
starting
them
to get a
against
little bit
Europe.
staggered. We saw almost immediately Yamamichi went down, but once they got
Japan
locked out
is
that
always
second
my
time,
second
they
pick.
moved back
My
up.
always
They used
my
Dynamon
second
Stingray to
go-to
push
pick.
back in. Even if you don't splat somebody with
And
it,
also
sometimes
the,
damage is enough. So
I'm
that
not sure
someone
if you
else
heard
can
about the
come in
lawsuit
and
thing,
get
but
that
let's
assist. And at that
let's
point,
not
it was
worry
all
about
about
that
the
right
lockout.
now. Okay.
But also, the back squids coming out aggressively, Ashley. They were able to secure the zone, hold it for the majority of the match early on, but then you saw the GG boys take control.
And also the thing about the zone is that if your team has a zone and then the opposing team comes in and controls the zone, you get time penalty, and it's at a small allowance depending on how big, depending on how long you had the zone for.
They all kind of found their rhythm,
Up to the point of them
communicated
taking
with
it
each other.
over.
Again, like I think we started seeing a very team-oriented rush at certain points where Dynamon was giving them lots of cover with that Stingray, and I think that led them to victory.
GG boys
That's
take the
true,
first
that's
game
true.
in this championship final, best of 7. Up next, we have tower control. So let's take a look at the basic layout of that for those of us that haven't had a chance to play
Why
this
the tower
glorious
into the
game
enemy's
mode.
base, the
Ride
tower
the
moves
tower into the
automatically
enemy's
on.
base. Yes, it's a tower in tower control. Surprise, surprise. The tower moves automatically on the path once a player is on it, and if the battle ends without the tower reaching the goal, the team with the lowest goal distance wins. But we talked about this yesterday, 9. Those checkpoints are going to be different in every single stage, and being able to manage and get past those checkpoints oftentimes makes the difference.
And if you do have a Stingray, you're going to use it. If you're not tired of Stingray, you will be by the end of this mode. Stingray is so powerful for clearing off that tower, especially if it gets stuck at that checkpoint. You know exactly where everybody's going to be. Just clean it up, let your frontliners go in. It's a nice back and forth.
And what we saw yesterday with the GG boys, Ashley, we saw Dynamon using that heavy splatling on the tower, and instead of using the charger, you look at the ability of the heavy splatling. What advantages does it have?
I think for Dynamon, I mean, he's a roller guy, right? So I think we see a lot of the heavy splatling as opposed to a charger, just because, one, you can put down so much ink on the ground and give lanes to your teammates, where with a charger, you're maybe putting down a little bit less ink, you have to be a little more precise, and also you leave yourself open to people coming around and flanking you from behind.
9, let's chat about some sub-weapons here. What do you think plays well in tower control?
Well, if you've got a bomb, now's the time to use it. Pretty much all of them great, but if you have some toxic mist, you know, it's not a bad idea. The people who are on the tower, they're going to be trying to fire back at you. You throw that toxic mist on there, suddenly they don't have those resources, makes it a little easier to stop that push.
We'll be doing tower control on Wahoo World. The players changing their abilities, changing their weapons at this point, but you look at Wahoo World, a level that just dropped recently like it's hot, and your thoughts on what we're going to see from the stage here, Ashley?
I am really looking forward to how these teams handle tower control, because this map is so new. It's the newest map, and they've had the least amount of time to work on it and to really figure out what their strategy is. So we might see some improvisation here as we kind of get closer to the end checkpoints.
Let's get set for game number 2 in this grand final of the Splatoon 2 World Championship. A wonderful
one
crowd
thing
here at the Velasco Theater on hand to see who will be crowned the champions of the world. You're gonna
So
have the
one
GG
thing
boys in Japan in the blue, the back squids of Europe.
I really find quite interesting is
Professor 9.
Well, this was the money comp for them last
that
time. We
for
saw
tower
that
control,
incredible Game 5 tower control match. It was
one
Echo
thing
on
you
the
need to worry
charger
about
and
is
Majin on this Rapid Blaster Pro.
either go
Echo,
all
like you said, Ashley,
the full
a big
distance or have no
responsibility. We need to get
distance
some
at
picks
all.
early on to help start this push.
Dynamon not wasting any time getting control of that Stingray.
That's quite difficult.
A 3-1 advantage on the field for the GG boys, but the tower gets stuck right there. Taiji trying to make some ground, ink some turf right now. Going to use that ink jet, trying to put some pressure on the spawn of the back squids, but now it's 4-4 on the field. Tower.
Oh, splatted!
GG boys and Dynamon trying to lock things down like padlock, Ashley.
No, stop,
Yeah, I think
stop,
that was
stop,
really
stop, stop, Mark,
smart by Taiji to get
stop.
forward, try to keep people away from getting toward the tower so that they could put some numbers up on the map.
And 9, we see Kaito at work at this point. What have we seen from the back squids in their strategy early on?
Well, actually, things were looking kind of bad for them. Yamamichi was taking the attention of 2 people, but Kaito was actually able to almost single-handedly push in and get the splats necessary to stop that. We do see the Stingray here. This push might be a little bit delayed, but their defense has been strongest so far.
You saw Kaito with the inkjet and a couple of GG boys swimming out of harm's way, and now Watson once again with that slosher. We know a few teams yesterday were seeing buckets in their nightmares thanks to Watson and what he was able to do, and now that the control of the tower, they start to improve their scores. Watson continues to provide some support.
And keep in mind that they start that the counter starts from 100. If you haven't seen that already. It starts from 100 and it counts down. So the bigger the number means less distance you have. Right now, green back squids is ahead. Unless GG boys are able to push it, which by the looks of the which by the looks of it, the tower was going towards blue, so now it's going towards green. Ooh, little fight on the tower there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, gosh, Watson is just such a menace. I've never been more terrified of somebody carrying a bucket in my whole life. And honestly, it's working for him because Echo is on the tower and they are riding it in.
68-75, tightly contested match here. No team has cleared the first checkpoint. Oh, Echo! Unbelievable one shot right there, 9, as the Sting
wow.
able to pay back some retribution for the GG boys.
Dynamon is one of the biggest buzz kills I've ever seen. They had all the momentum going there, but he did not go down. They do lose the lead, but they're in a much better spot to defend this. Though the super jumps are back, this is getting dangerous.
The back squids putting some pressure on the GG boys, but the GG boys climb back up on top of the tower. 4-2 on the map, 2 minutes left. 14-point advantage for the back squids of Europe. Can they swim their way into a victory in game 2? Tai G with a couple of forces right now. 4-3 on the field. They're looking for a big numbers advantage. Inkjet ready to go. Oh, but gets splatted just in time as the back squids continue to provide some defense. We're at a minute.
So what's the score at right now? Losing the lead right now.
Well, they need this to be a big Stingray, and Dynamon once again.
Checkpoint 1. Yes, go, go, go.
He's not going to be able to get on the tower at the time, so they are going to lose.
Oh, it's going back. No. I want to take away from helping you.
They're going to need to play very clean right now.
Dynamon picking up.
Yeah, and we're going to be releasing the videos once a week anyway, so you have plenty of time. So we got about 4 or 5 videos recorded. On needs to be fixed up. On needs to be fixed up in the editor. So we got time. We got time, and you're only going to be gone for about 4 days, which is about over half a week anyway.
They have to make a defensive stance, but Tai G is making it very,
so you're totally fine.
for them right now.
Totally fine. Take your time.
He's on his way back to the tower, dropping bombs immediately, protect himself. You got people from
and if my calendar will load on my computer.
68-54. GG boys on the tower at 9. You look at the clock, and right now it's not on the side of the GG boys. This has to be most likely their final push of the match.
It's going to be. He's got to be able to find this Stingray right here. Dynamo not going to get the better of it here.
Wow.
With the assist, but that allowed Watson to sneak back in. Can Yamamichi stay alive long enough here? Watson finally goes down.
Come on, Yamamichi.
It's going to be difficult as a flank.
Come on, Yamamichi.
4-3. GG boys and Yamamichi.
Yamamichi.
Jet ready. They've got to get past the first checkpoint. 10 seconds left. Can they force overtime? 2 more GG boys remain. Oh, but Kaito.
Oh my God! Splat out the splat, dude.
Like a balloon, but we're in overtime. GG boys lose the tower, and the back squids come from behind. About 2 minutes left in that match. They turn the tide. And 9, how about the defense? That's what got them into these grand finals yesterday. They show that tower control defense. You see the passion, the communication, the back squids getting it done.
And you can't say enough about Kaito's performance in that game. I know we saw some highlight stuff there at the end, but so
Weavis, I got a video going for tomorrow, and then I want to fix up part 2 for the 20th, which is the day that you're going to be gone for, and you'll be back before the 27th, and I'm going to have a video up for it, and I already am going to be working on the video for that, and have it up before the 27th, and then, yeah, so we got 5 weeks already prepped, ready to go, which is awesome.
Had taken out Echo, instead of it being a trade, I think this could have been a very different end.
Just an exhilarating match. Let's go ahead and look back at some of the replays.
Hey Weavers, did you catch what I said? We got about like 4 to 5 weeks worth of videos already ready, already recorded, but not edited except for part 1. Part 1 is going to be up tomorrow.
To come in, put pressure on the tower, and you see they kind of just close in on it. Everyone is is aware of where that objective is. And, you know, because of the layout of this level, if you get stuck down there and it moves up, you have to jump back up to the top to get on it. And I'm glad that you mentioned that final splat being so important. They didn't have time to get up there before the respawns happened.
So now it's 1-1. We're guaranteed
That's
at least
true.
in game
They
5.
did.
So that's a treat for everybody here. Both these teams, as you see how evenly matched they are, Ashley, and the passion and also the organization we're seeing from both of these teams, these pushes. What can you say about the back squids and what we've seen the last couple of days from them?
I mean, gosh, I am so impressed with the level of play that they have brought to this tournament. The shot calling has been very good. The communication has been so good.
I
And honestly,
like her
seeing
necklace.
them
That's
watch each other's
clever.
backs, it's so different than
That's-
when you play
that's a
Splatoon
weapon
2
from
and
Splatoon.
you're just by yourself and you're playing Turf War. You know, to be able to play on a team of 4 people who are all communicating with each other, I mean, the level of absolute, like, just pro play is so wonderful to see.
Well, let's get set for our third game. It will be Clam Blitz, and here's the explanation behind that. You toss clams into the enemy basket. First team to score 100 points wins. Find clams scattered around the stage. Round up 10 clams to receive a power clam, which resembles a football, which it's not a court 9, but it's on a what? Field is the magic word we're looking for. You'll still get the sporty sports, my buddy. I'm trying to set you
Not
up.
going to entertain you. I am not going to do that.
Power clam is needed to break the basket's barrier. 1 clam equals 3 points. A power clam
Okay.
equals
So you
20
need 10.
points on the field
So you need
of
10
play out there.
clams.
And this is one of those
Football
game modes,
to,
where it can be
break
a
the
little
barrier.
chaotic. You talk about clam management and the currency that's on the field at this point.
We call it the clam economy because it's so important to have your clams. We saw yesterday in the Set to Destroy X versus Back Squids game, Set to Destroy X had moments where they were pushing up, but they just didn't have the clams to follow it up. Because of that, teams will sometimes wait until they have enough of those power clams to really make a dent, because there is a penalty associated if you aren't able to score enough.
Hey, Nick
They
GD,
wanna give
welcome
a
to
pretty
another
clam
live
to the
stream.
opposing
How's it
team,
going?
Especially when they're already in the lead.
They're getting set with their gear and their weapons.
So
and
the best
clam
strategy
blitz
is,
on
someone
Manta,
goes for like
Maria,
a
and Ashley.
power-
You look at
power
Manta,
clam
Maria
and-
in the middle of the stage
and,
is really where things happen. Being able to control
follow,
that area.
and
But
if
what else do we
all the other
recognize
teammates
about
like
this level?
pretty much
I
like
mean, I
follows
think
them
this
while
is
playing
a really
defense, obviously
long
defending the
level,
person who
right?
has
And
the
so
power
you're-
clam,
it's
and once
also
that
a
power
little bit
clam gets
smaller
thrown,
stage. And so with Clam Blitz, I
on
think
top of
there's a lot
everyone else who
verticality
has
of the
clams
crow's
too,
nest. I think we're gonna see a
they
lot
all
of,
they all throw their
long
clams
range
in
action here.
to
I
get
think-
points before
I'm
the
hoping
barrier
Dynamon's
timer
on that,
runs
on
out.
that splat lane
But
again,
if you
and I
throw
think
clams
Echo's
in,
almost definitely gonna be on a charger.
you increase the
Players in
timer.
lobby, they're getting set still, and we talk about having the power
You-
clam here.
you
Nine, and
increase-
obviously
you
it
increase
gives
the
up good
timer
position, but these teams are so good at communicating.
of
Let
how
us know a
long the
little
barrier.
bit more about how these
You
teams
increase
break
the
down
barrier
these stages
timer,
and communicate where people
so that
are
way
in
the
some of
barrier
these
can
different
stay
stages.
down.
Well, the easiest
That's the
terms
phrase
that you'll
I'm
see
looking
are
for.
left and
That way the
right.
barrier can
Sometimes
stay
simple
down.
is best. The real key is
Uh,
making sure they're
I just
quick
saw GameCube
callouts because you have
controllers
to know where the
because
opponent
of
is
Smash
at
Bros. That
now.
is coming up.
Let's get set for Clam Blitz.
Yeah, so the
on
more
Manta
clams you
Maria.
throw
You've
in while
got
the barrier is
GG
down,
boys up
that
to 10
increases
as
the
purple
timer
take it on.
for the barrier
The
to stay down.
Squids of Europe in the green, and let's break down these loadouts here and some of these main
I don't
abilities.
think I
We
am,
saw a
Weavis.
lot of
Not
stealth jump
tonight.
there,
Unless
guys.
there's something big happening tonight, I'm most likely not. I might stream it tomorrow.
If you're going to do that, very common to see some stealth jump to just make it a little bit easier.
I might stream it tomorrow.
On Yamamichi early in this one, 4-3 advantage for the back squad.
Yeah, wow. Smart move. Getting those splats on Yamamichi
Of course, can share clams with your teammates.
is so critical
Yeah, you're giving up the clams to potentially to other
because
teams. but
he is the top
if
player
you
for
can,
Japan.
keep them away
In case
from
you're
it at
not.
least until they disappear, you're probably in a much better place.
Watson with that slosher trying to cover some ink. And Nine, we talk about this. You focus on the objective of the game, but you want to make sure you cover the turf and give your team plenty of space to move around.
Right, the fundamentals of the game never go away. You make sure that you control that turf, you give yourself the lanes, and it's an added benefit here in Clam Blitz. You can see the clams that are under your turf, so it's one more reason why you need to control the map.
Dynamon with a power clam. You see the GG boys trying to be the first ones to get on the board, waiting to find an opening. Looks like he has a chance here if he can toss the power clam. And he has a completion with the barrier, and now it's the early advantage.
They have shown Smash Bros. 5 this morning at 9 o'clock, kid you not.
The GG boys here, Ashley.
That's one of the things that is so dangerous about doing those really big pushes with 3 team members or more is that you're really risking
The barriers back up for Europe. Almost at Japan.
And you see Majin dropping the power clam, another teammate picking it up. And when you talk about having 3 power clams on the board, that changes the priority for the GG boys.
Zach, where do you put your defenses here? There's too much pressure coming in. They're going to set up this jump. The baller has gone in and wants them. Here they come.
Here they come.
1,
Ooh.
2, 3.
The execution is
Jeez.
the back squids. You saw the baller roll in there, explode, and 3 super jumps by the goal. You can't write it any better than that.
And it's 30 points, if I remember correctly, 30 points per power clam in the basket. I don't think the one that breaks the barrier counts, like the first one that gets thrown in to break the barrier counts for points, but I could be wrong.
With the power clam, trying to chase down a few members of the back squids. Back squids shifting to more of a defensive.
Hey Weavers,
Oh, Dynamon with 2 direct shots.
pretty much, yeah, pretty much.
Still get the job done. Dynamon trying to avoid the splat, but gets hit by the back squids, and now it's 2:15 left. 3-2 advantage on the field, and once again, Ashley, that defense from the back squids showing its head.
All you have to do at this point, if you're the back squid,
Etona has a power clam, that was good. No, Etona dropped it.
Has a ball ready to go, so if GG boys can get a couple
he does,
power
okay.
clams going, I think this could be real dangerous for the back squids.
Under 2 minutes.
Yes,
left,
yes.
Power clam.
Please
However,
get 3.
Another one for the back squids at this point, and 9. Both of these teams have a stiff penalty, so it's going to be a coordinated effort if you're looking to improve your score.
It is, and I love the way that back squids have been playing this defense. They know that they can't let the baller get close. This might be an awkward angle for them to hit in.
Okay, I will do that, Austin. I will do that.
Any other jumps? You see Taiji coming in is actually able to go through and gets a crucial double kill.
Huge.
We'll see if this is going to be enough. The next baller comes in.
Yeah! Go, go, go! Throw this in, throw this in. Yes, yes, go, go.
Building up their lead. 29-40, but a 30-point penalty. Look at the timer at the top of your screen as well, too. That still has plenty of life to it. You can keep tossing clams as long as there's some purple there. GG boys looking for one more clam. Can it get there in time? Oh! The door is closed on Taiji, but they have built themselves a 17-point lead. 1 minute left. If you're the back squids here, Ashley, you got to shift from defense to offense at this point.
They're going to have to get very aggressive, but they're also going to have to be really careful because, again, you're going to have to make that run successful. Otherwise, it could end in a team wipe.
Echo with a power clam at this point. 42 seconds left. You see the bubble blower special ready to go. And power clam on the field for the GG boys. And 9, you've talked about it. It's clam management at this point. Are there enough on the field for the back squids to make a comeback?
Well, anytime you see 15 or more, or 20 or more at this case, that means that there's not a lot of clams for you to work with. They're going to need that power clam and a lot more points. Watson's going to be forced to use this baller pretty far out. They're going to have to make this push the old-fashioned way, and it looks like they might.
Oh, the GG boys able to shut the door on the push of the back squids. And here comes Yamamichi. They're going to go ahead and just to get the KO, they send the back squids to the canvas on clam.
Yes.
And they're now up 2-1 in these grand finals. And that's what we saw. We knew that the back squids had to become more offensively minded here, 9. And because of that, the GG boys were able to play some defense and then close the door on this match.
And that was just dirty. They snuck behind there. You saw at the top of the screen, one of
Yeah.
the members of the back squids had super jump there. They thought they had it, but that allowed the GG boys to sneak behind them, score, and there was no one there to play defense.
And Ashley, we saw at the end of this game, the job that the GG boys
And
did
Weavers,
of gathering the
friendly
other clams
reminder,
to
if you
make
go
sure
to
there
the
wasn't enough
Nintendo
money in the bank
YouTube
for
channel,
the back squids
not
to make
the
a
Twitch
comeback.
channel, but the
Yeah, I mean,
YouTube
that is
channel.
part of the game. It's a
You can
strategy to
go and
play
watch
a
the
little
same
bit
exact
deep
stream
away with
I'm
the
watching right
remaining
now,
clams on the field.
and
so they did an excellent
we
job of
wind
getting
the
lead
stream
and then saying, you
to
know
the
what, all we have to
beginning
do at this point is just
because
keep the clams
at the
away from
beginning
you
they
so
had
you can't
talked
get any more
about
points.
Smash
One of
Bros.
the highlights of this matchup, 9, was this 3-player super jump into the baller.
Oh.
You called it as it was happening. Show us
Beautiful.
what we're seeing right here as 3 power
Every
clams
now and
decide
then,
the back
Austin,
squids.
every
You
now
can't
and
draw
then.
it up any better
But
than this. You see
Austin,
Watson
did
was
you
able
get
to
what I
sneak
was saying
all the way
about
back through. He even
going
jumped
to
down
Nintendo's
there
page
the
and
bottom
watching the
in
same
order to make
stream
sure that
and
his team had
rewinding
just
the
a
stream
little bit more. Taiji
to
got there,
look at
but
stuff
got
about
there
Smash
just
Bros?
A little bit too late. And Taiji once again this
Oh,
time,
guys, guess
sometimes the
what?
great players
So
make great plays. You see
there was a
forward
30-minute
right
video
there
on
when
Smash
Taiji was in a
Bros.
bad
that was
situation
released
that
on
allowed his team to
YouTube,
jump in
on
and was
Nintendo's
really
YouTube channel.
the
Okay,
MVP of that game.
And it seemed like that
all
was most
but
likely
one character was announced. All but one character was announced on that video.
Taiji's ability to lock down the base, get that white.
Either A, I think they're going to show it as
Yeah, I mean, Taiji
they have already shown it this morning and I missed it, or B, they're going to be showing it at the tournament.
One-on-ones, and that ends up in conversions, and you
That's
are
happening
going
after
to be in a
Splatoon
really
2.
good position if you can win those one-on-ones.
2-1 advantage in our grand finals, courtesy of the GG boys. We get set for game 4. It's going to be Rainmaker. So here's a rundown for those of you at home so you can follow. You're going to carry a mystical missile launcher, 9. Love that term right there. Called the Rainmaker to a pedestal in the enemy base. The Rainmaker is initially located in the center of the stage and is protected by a barrier. If the battle ends without a KO, the team with the lowest goal distance will win. And take us through some high-level strategy with Rainmaker. Where does the coordination begin with this mode?
Well, you want to make sure that you have an alleyway secured before you make that push. There's, of course, moments where a scramble occurs, you take 2 or 3 down, and you just run it all you can. But these teams are so good at identifying where the Rainmaker is going to go and being preemptive. Don't be surprised if it takes a 2, 3, maybe even 4-down situation before they're willing to pick it up.
A lot of times, actually, with that Rainmaker, you really have to be efficient. You've got to stay on the back line.
I do too, man. I do too.
Forward, but you have to let your teammates clear the way and clear the threats for you as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of trust involved in Rainmaker, I think. So you have to really trust that your other 3 teammates are going to be taking good care of you and giving you some time, one, to load up the Rainmaker and actually fire it, because there's a little bit of a delay there. And on top of that, create those lanes for you to get you closer to the goal.
And you look at Camp Triggerfish, which is the stage that we'll be doing Rainmaker on, and what do you notice about this stage as it pertains to Rainmaker and how you navigate this map here, Ashley?
Well, we have that giant gap in the middle of the map, and I think that ends up being a little bit of there's a little bit of a back and forth across the way, as you would as summer camp, of course. And I think it's going to be a really fun thing to watch some of the longer range weapons get across that divide and really start picking off people.
And 9, as far as loadouts go with particular weapons, you know, we've seen a wide variety already in the first 3 game modes, but Rainmaker, what do teams tend to typically focus on?
Well, Stingray, especially on a map like this, going to be very popular. It's a long, narrow pathway that teams tend to run. But don't be surprised if we see something with a wall, because teams tend to go on that netting on the left side of the map. We might see that brand new fresh Gluga.
That's true, Weavers. Awesome. I mean, that's true.
And just as I say it,
the man does not even need a crystal ball to call that out. You see the Gluga Doolies. Boys from Japan, the GG boys from Japan in the yellow, and you've got the back squids in blue for Team Europe. 2-1 as we get set for game 4, and Etna already with the Rainmaker trying to advance in
So the colors have been changed for both teams. GG boys is yellow, back squids are GG boys are yellow, back squids are blue.
I was about to say that exact thing here. It's not going to be enough. They are going to be able to slow it down there, but you can see there's still 3 members there. This one's going to go even further, and Yamamichi is all up in them right now.
So yellow lost, GG boys lost to Rainmaker. Crap.
You've got a 4-1 on the field advantage for the back squids, and they're going to go take that Rainmaker and just clear it on out of here. You clearly don't want that right by your base. They're going to just guard it, let it reset. 4-3 on the map, and here we see Echo with that charger once again. Ashley, and picking people off once again.
Absolutely beautiful. Echo is so
Jeez,
good on
as
that charger,
always.
and I was surprised he wasn't on it last game, and I am just more than happy to see him on it.
Hey, Mike Plays, welcome. How have you been? It's been a while since I've seen you on my channel.
Boys, they have the advantage and the lead, 30-0 at this point.
I hope so too, Evis. I hope so too.
What we've seen already, 9, is every single stage has a particular route you can go with the Rainmaker, and the GG boys wasting no time building this lead.
They're being kind of greedy here. You see they're putting pressure on both sides at the same time. There is that nice little ink rail that kind of allows you access to both sides, which is not something that was there in the Splatoon 1 iteration of this game. Already they're going for more. You see Etna does get taken out pretty quick. This is a good Stingray. It's going to do just enough to take them out there as a 2-down situation. Again, it's solid defense, but we got to see some offense.
Echo getting the splat on Dynamon and stopping the movement of the Rainmaker.
How are you doing today, Mike Plays?
Using that splatter shot, trying to create some more ground for his team to operate. Great defense so far from the back squids, but we haven't seen a shred of offense from them. Inkjet ready to go for Kaito. You've got Wadston on the ground with that slosher. 3-3 on the field. 3-2.
Guys, if you don't know who Mike Place is, go check him out. He is such a wonderful person. He's always very chill on his streams.
So it just gave Dynamon a whole lot of real estate to work with Itono right here. Got people jumping in already. Here's Yamamichi. Now again,
Oh, thank you for that, Weavers. Thank you.
Right there on top of the Rainmaker.
2:25 left.
You're doing decent. Thanks. You're welcome. And yourself? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Oh yeah, that's fine, Mike. That's fine. You've been busy with yours. Our schedules has been conflicting with each other's stream schedules, making it difficult for each other to come out. For each one of us to come out to each other's streams. All good.
Don't go too crazy here. I think that's not a spot you want to be. I'm a little bit surprised to see him moving towards the Rainmaker here. There might be a chance for a push on this left side.
Guys, here's the link to his channel. Go check it out. Go check it out. He just does a lot of love. Ooh.
But you see the splat on the left-hand side of your screen. Echo needs a convoy. Looking for some help to improve that score. You've got those cargo nets. It's going to be very difficult to navigate.
I saw that splat like last second when I looked over. Ooh!
And you see the score there, 9. It was 30-30, but because the GG boys got there first, Backswitch back at 31.
Can they get anyone up there? Kaido's got to run up there and grab that. The Inkjet's not going to be able to do so. The splash wall might have saved him. Kaito is able to get one, but they're going to need someone else to come back there and pop it.
We lost the Waymaker. They keep switching sides. I can't keep track.
Kaito gets a couple of splats. Here comes Majin, and the Backsquidz take the lead. Here comes the slam dunk, and the Backsquidz able to do enough and put some pressure on the GG boys, and they lock this thing up here, Ashley.
Oh, they did? Oh, man, I missed the ending of that.
I really thought that Rainmaker was going to go away. It could have had to have been the last second for that Rainmaker.
So, whatever reason, the weird headphone jack on my motherboard decided to stop working for me. Aww. Almost like it gave out or something. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Does your computer have a front one? Most computers have a front headphone plug.
And the GG boys unable to reset that Rainmaker. Let's take a look at the replay from all of the action that we just watched. And 9, you look at how much these teams were battling back and forth, but here comes Echo at the pivotal moment of this match.
So many
things
going on.
Don't
right
freeze
here.
on me again.
Had already worked around that backside and was able to get Echo this far into it. He jumps up.
I got back to that because
9, you look at how much these teams were battling back and forth, but here comes Echo at the pivotal moment of this match.
So many things going on right here. You see Majin had already worked around that backside and was able to get Echo this far into it. He jumps up here, throwing caution to the wind, but the splash wall just enough to slow it down. But credit to the Backsquids there. They gave themselves the position to super jump in. You could not have timed that dual special push there any better. Yamamichi trying his best, but with coordination like that, there's nothing a single player can do.
The 4-0 wipe like Charmin at the end right there. Excellent job. And you see the Stingray getting the critical splat.
Oh, okay.
Right there. And Ashley, we now have ourselves.
Does your speakers have a headphone plug?
This is what
some speakers, most speakers do, some don't.
The thing you want to see, we wanted to see a real championship match, and that is exactly what we're looking at.
We get set for a game 5 and our best of 7, and both of these squads back and forth, and that's a huge match right there, 9, because if you aren't able to get that victory, you're now down 3-1. You would have to beat the GG boys 3 times in a row to become victorious. You now give yourself some breathing room.
And you look at how that third game went. It was the Backsquids who got off to that big lead there with that incredible 3 power acclaim score.
Yeah, but it's wall mounted and can't get at the headphone jack because it's mounted. Makes sense, makes sense.
Who came out on top at the start. But credit to the Backsquids, they just kept fighting the whole way.
And Ashley, the GG boys got up to the huge lead. The
gotcha.
It looked like they were almost about to win the game the first 30 seconds, but you saw the defense from the Backsquids. They never give up. They always believe, and that's so important when you get to these grand finals.
Absolutely. And one of the things that I'm always impressed with all 4 teams that have played in this tournament is the ability to remain calm. I know that whenever I am in a situation similar to that while I play Splatoon, I am a panicker. And I'm like, oh, I got to pick up the Rainmaker because it's just sitting right there in front of me. And these teams show incredible restraint when they know, like, no, I'm not the Rainmaker carrier. I'm going to wait for my teammates. I'm going to have a coordinated push. Like, we're going to do this together. And they've done, all of them have done such a good job at that.
Game 5 will be Splat Zones in the Reef. And Ashley, it was one of the first stages many people got their hands on when they first played Splatoon 2. Tell us about this stage, especially as it pertains to Splat Zones.
I mean, I love the Reef, and I think that this is the map that the teams have had the most time with, I would say, out of all of them. And so the Reef is the one that, you know, I feel like it brings us right back.
Guys, let me know if I should hide my camera at times.
Time for a fight on the bridge.
If it's in the way of the viewing.
Vanilla ice cream when it comes to game modes here. Just under 5 minutes, you have the back squids in the blue.
Oh, it's Splat Zone again, that's right.
The GG boys, and tell us about the loadouts we're seeing here, Nine.
Well, this is not a map where you're going to bring out your long-range weapons, and we already see Echo making his presence felt.
And even though it has holes placed on the back to be mounted on the wall, they didn't take that into consideration when they placed the headphone jack on the very back of the soundbar, where it couldn't be accessed when mounted on the wall. That is true.
Here comes Etna trying to turn the tide, trying to get the zone. Oh, critical splat from behind. And already the back
good splat.
50 to 100 lead here, Ashley.
I mean, this has been very good play. They took out Dynamon on that roll very early on in the
That
match,
is true.
That was so key to help them take over the splat zone, but it looks like GG Boys took it right back.
GG Boys, they grabbed the zone. It's now 80 to 50, and that clock continues to tick, and we talk about that lockout phase. This is very similar to the last matchup on Walleye Warehouse we saw here, Nine. The GG Boys able to reclaim the turf and then put the pressure
Back
on the
squid's got a penalty. Oh, and the colors changed again. Jeez. Green is GG Boys, back squids is blue.
He knows they're going to come from that way, and because he's been positioned so well and assisting his team, it's starting to look ugly.
GG Boys take the lead. It's 30 to 50. That clock continues to tick. Very difficult situation for the back squids. They've got 4 squids out there.
Have you thought about like getting like a splitter? Those things like relatively inexpensive. Just a few bucks here in the United States, which would be about like, I don't know, like $5-6 in Canada.
The splat zone here, Ashley.
That was a huge clutch play right there by Majin. I mean, being able to stay alive through all of that is massive, and that is why they're in charge of that splat zone right now, and they're going to go ahead and clear out that penalty.
Yeah, the common split is just one plug on the one side that plugs into the headphone jack, and the male plug that plugs into the headphone jack, and the 2 female plugs for two headphones. I guess I can put up with using the front headphone jack for now until I can get the money to buy a new motherboard. I plan on upgrading my CPU as well whenever possible. PS4 comes first though. Ah, okay, you do know where they are. Gotcha.
He's hungry. He wants some more. He's going after a few more back squids. Unable to eat right there. Here comes the baller.
Yeah.
Watson trying to get into that.
It's relatively inexpensive.
In the splat zone, but it's not enough. Boys about 20 seconds away from victory, and Watson goes down, and 9, it looks like this is when the GG Boys take control of everything, close it out. Looks like it's going to be no issue whatsoever, and they get the victory. They make it 3-2 as we get set for Game 6.
Second verse, same as the first.
Yeah,
exact
that's
same
true.
thing there. They came
That's
out
true.
to the lead, all guns a-blazing there, but the lockout phase, you just saw the GG Boys a little too good at it.
Exactly.
Really focuses on splat zones. They run a lot of splat zones.
And it's really good, and it's inexpensive fix for now until you get the new motherboard.
Like pointed out, the back squid's taking the early advantage, but the GG Boys really settling in, recapturing the zone, and then locking out the GG Boys by really dominating their spawn.
Yeah, I think that we tend to see that. Okay, we have plenty of time.
Hey, it's up to you, though.
Take
it's up
it
to you.
back and go ahead and move
PS4
forward
comes
from there.
first.
So I think that they have enough time.
More power to you.
And sort of
PS4
the
comes
luxury
first.
of being really aggressive on that first push because they can always just come right back.
And 9, you talked about a big-time 1v1 matchup. Let's roll back the replay and see what you were referring to. This was a moment where really this game changed. You had the back squids really with the GG Boys on the ropes.
Yes, and right here, Taiji did a great job of using the cover of Dynamon to move in. You see taking out Watson there, and right there you can just barely see them both shooting at each other. A little bit of strafing there, but Taiji taking that completely compromised the bridge. One more goes down off screen, and it just fell together.
They get the wipe against the back squids at that point. You saw the back squids only 13 seconds away
So,
from
wait,
tying
I was
them.
like
So
half
we
paying
now
attention
see
to the
some of
game.
the
Did
great
Japan
defense
win
the back squids play.
that well?
The GG boys give them a taste
I don't
of
know.
their own medicine.
I'll wait for the results
We now
later.
get set
Just never
for
imagined my
game
headphone
6.
jack would
It'll
give
be
out on me
tower
like that.
control on
Oh,
Moray
yeah.
Towers, Ashley. One of
It
the most
wouldn't either.
notorious levels. Obviously,
And
Moray
also
Towers.
a Smash Brothers level.
It is,
now.
yes. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about what we see here with Moray Towers, especially with tower control.
Oh man, I mean, Moray Towers, I think you're going Chargers all day long. Echo's going to be on that Charger 100%. We are going to see some Stingrays all day. It's going to get crazy out there.
And
Yeah, Stingray looks like a good weapon for tower control.
From capturing the world championship.
I'll get to you
If you're
to the rest of the
Backsquids, you
message
were
in a
this
second.
situation Yesterday, you were down 2-1 against Set to Destroy X, and you're able to win the next 2 games to make your way to the finals. Tell us about what's going through the minds of these players, most likely.
Well, the back squids, no stranger to important wins on tower control. One of the greatest games I've ever seen played yesterday. They have to be confident. They know that this is a back and forth situation. They're not being outmatched. They know that if they execute, they can bring it to them. And I think it's almost the
Because I
exactly
plan
same
to
thing
play
coming
Splatoon
from
a
the
little bit
GG boys. It's just a matter
competitively,
of,
just
all right,
little.
we're here.
So I'm trying
We
to
know
get
how
some
we wanna play this.
strategies in
Let's
my
just do
head.
our thing and we'll get that win.
Players still in the lobby, selecting their gear. Big time match, of course. If the GG boys get the victory, they are your Splatoon 2 world
Okay.
champions.
Back to the messages, and to make sure it wasn't just my soundbar that was the problem, I tested out with my headphones, and same result. Good test.
They're able to play defensively late in that
Huh.
match. You figure Moray Towers.
I even made sure to uninstall and reinstall the audio driver. Same result.
Let's get set. Game 6. Tower control.
Good ideas all the way around. Yeah. Testing
for
software.
victory. Just one win away from a world championship. Can the back squids, with their backs against the wall, make it a game 7? In the
That's funny.
GG boys of Japan.
They're very clever at that. So Japan's in the lead. Come on. Win this, Japan.
With these loadouts here, 9, and just a few long-range weapons that we see.
Only a few, but something to keep in mind is that 2 members are using a burst bomb
Oh,
weapon.
oh
here.
yeah,
They're trying to use
that's
that so
right.
that they can pressure these long-range
Stingray.
weapons. They know Dynamon is going to be able to sit back here on this flatling and make it very painful for them. And right now, it's not working for them.
GG boys on the tower. If you remember last year, Dynamon, part of that Dynamute team, they were looking to extend the match themselves on Moray Towers. What poetic justice it would be if they can get the victory here today on Moray Towers. Early on, Ashley, we see the GG boys trying to get through that first checkpoint.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to see a lot of Stingray action back and forth. I think Dynamon is absolutely going to be gunning for Echo very specifically because he wants to keep Echo away from his special for as long as humanly possible.
49-100 advantage for the GG boys in this game 6. The GG boys get the victory here. They are your world champions. Dynamon pushing even more forward with that Stingray. Gets the splat on.
Ah, gotcha, Mike. Gotcha.
Can the GG boys close this one out? 2 more back squids left. Can they play defense? 8 seconds
Ooh.
left. Will the GG boys be your champions? And they
GG boys!
send the back squids.
Woo!
Our champions of the Splatoon 2 World Championship, the GG Boys of Japan. You see the emotion, the joy. Obviously, round of applause for the back squids and what they are able to accomplish. Gave us some really riveting matches. We got to see the game.
Good call. Yeah, dinner first, definitely.
Boys, and especially what we saw right there, 9, Dynamon's ability to move forward with that Stingray, and that splat on Echo really told the story of this one.
That's one of the quickest moving tower control maps in the game. You saw right there.
That
it just
was.
one wipe, and it felt like they walked it all the way down to the 40s to that second checkpoint. And when you run with a shorter range composition like we saw there, we saw both of those short range weapons. If you do get boxed out, it becomes incredibly difficult to get back in. But once Echo went down there at the very end to that Stingray from Dynamon, like you said, Dynamon knew who the target was. They needed to take out that sniper. They did that, and they walked in at the end.
Yep.
And Ashley, we got a chance to witness the championship last year in
That's
2017.
right.
And how
Tower
good do you think this
control.
feels for Dynamon? On tower control, their journey was stopped.
Overtime, 3 squids on a tower, and they all got splatted. It was heartbreaking. I think this for Dynamon has got to feel really great.
You talk about retribution. The GG boys are your champions of the Splatoon 2 World Championship. Give them a round of applause, but also the back squids a round of applause. Wonderful, wonderful job. And And Nine, what can you just say about the tournament action we've seen over the last couple of days?
Well, I know I said
I'll be
about
doing
yesterday's action, how great of a set it was.
Hey Mike, whenever you're done streaming, I'll be doing a lot of streaming on my end tonight. We'll be doing
all kinds coming out here, and I think
going to be doing some gameplay after the tournaments
well, we have some awards for our victors
today, and
let's bring him
let me
out
think.
again, the producer for Splatoon 2, Mr. Nogami.
I'm gonna have my camo for this one real quick.
Wow, what a great final battle.
I actually want to hear what they.
Worked up over seeing that. I can't believe it's over.
I want to hear what he has to say.
I want to say congratulations to our champions, the Japan team.
Hold on, Mike. Hold on. Congrats, GG boys. GG boys. GG boys. GG boys. GG boys. GG.
それでは、優勝した皆さんの栄誉をたたえてメダルの贈呈をしたいと思います。
Now we'd like to present our winning team with some medals.
Woohoo! Some take-home medals. Awesome. So as this is happening, Mike, I want to quickly say, those are nice medals. Holy crap, Nintendo. When you're done streaming, what? Dude, that's sad. Is it like a scheduled stream, Mike?
And we also have a trophy. Let's bring it out.
Hi. 昨年の大会でアメリカチームが持ち帰ったトロフィー、今年は日本チームの手に渡りました。
Well, this trophy went to the American team last year, but this time it's going to the team from Japan.
じゃあここで、じゃあここで記念撮影は大丈夫ですか？
Will we be taking a couple pictures? Let's maybe gather behind the table.
Okay, yeah, I think that's a good call.
まずはチーム4人で。
持っています？
Because I know you're trying to tell your subscribers, because when you schedule a stream, woohoo! Let's do Japan! Holy cow!
And Mr. Nogami, do you want to
そう
join?
ですね。じゃあちょっと僕も入らせてもらって皆さんで記念撮影を。
Yeah, because I know with the scheduled streams, it tells the subscribers, it gives them like a little notification saying, hey, my plays is going to be live in an hour. Come and watch.
Good work today, everybody.
でもヨーロッパのチームも本当に素晴らしい戦いでした。
And we also saw some excellent play from our European team. Let's give them a hand.
Yeah, definitely. They worked hard to face Japan, especially with the epic semifinal match that they had yesterday against the United States. That was such a wonderful fight. Guys, if you have not seen that yet, I recommend going back and watch my last stream, because that was wonderful.
And I'd like
That
to
was
continue with
wonderful.
some comments from my end as well.
じゃあこのままもういっちゃいますよ。はい。
What's going on?
まずはもう一度改めて優勝した日本代表の皆さん、ですからおめでとうございます。
We'll finish by sending our Japanese team off the stage with one final congratulations. Let's hear it for them.
それから 本当に出場した、アメリカ、ヨーロッパ、ニュージーランド、オーストラリア、すべてのチームの健闘を称えたいと思います。皆さんも拍手してあげてください。
And we want to hear some applause for all 4 of our teams from America, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and Japan, showing us
Awesome.
over these last 2 days.
Excellent recognition there.
そして本当に会場にお越しの皆さん、あとインターネットから中継でご覧の皆さん、この大会を盛り上げていただいて本当にありがとうございます。
I also want to give thanks to all of our people who waited so long to get into the hall today. Everybody watching this broadcast online at home, thank you for your support.
You're very welcome.
いや本当にすべてのチームが全力を出し尽くしたもう素晴らしいもう手に汗を握る戦いの連続だったと思います。
My hands haven't been able to stop sweating from the spine-tingling matches we saw continue one after the other, and I think you can safely say that all of our players left everything they had on the turf.
で試合の結果ももちろん素晴らしいんですけども、何より僕が素晴らしい
Hey Mike, so
この大会を通じて世界中のプ
if
レ
you
イヤー
if you have time,
が深めたことだと思います。
And while the results of the tournament are certainly something special, the thing that makes me happy
if you have time after your stream, I'll be doing stuff pretty much almost all day long. So when you're done with your stream, if you want, if you're not too tired, come back. I would love to see you some more. I would love to see you some more.
まあ研究しているものとしてはこれ以上の喜びはありません。
And as a researcher, you know, there's no great.
Yeah, I guess they really do, Mike. Sorry, I just now we opened up the chat. Yeah, no. If you can't make it, you can't make it. That's totally fine. It's the same way with me. If I can't make it, you say I can make it. Because I'm busy. You end up being busy too. So yeah.
皆さんに改めてお礼を申し上げたいと思います。ありがとうございました。
And I want to use this opportunity to sincerely thank all of our fans around the world for their continued passion and support for Splatoon 2. Thank you so much.
So someone with some little Mac gloves, boxing gloves.
さて、そんな皆さんにここで一つ私からお伝えしたいことがあります。
But now that we have you all here, there are a couple of things we'd like to share with you.
発売前のスプラトゥーンダイレクトで
Yeah, it takes a while for the video to be like a new one.
2018年7月発売
New link and
で
everything.
終了するとお伝えしていましたが、はい。この度武器のアップデートを2018年12月まで継続することにしました。
So before Splatoon 2 launched, we had a Splatoon 2 Nintendo Direct in which we announced that we would be continuing to support the game with updates for up to 1 year after its release, or until July 2018. We're here to tell you that we'd like to continue updating weapons for the game until December of this year. Means new weapons.
ステージもあと少しだけ追加します。
New
New
weapons,
weapons,
wow.
but we'll also be adding a couple stages, so keep a lookout for those.
映像出ますかね。
So let's see if we can get a video of that. I'd like to show you a little video. Those stages and those weapons. Let's call for it. See if we can get it out here. Here it comes.
はい。このような新しい武器や
Okay.
新しいステージ
Sounds good,
が
Mike.
随時追加されますので、ぜひ楽しみにしていてください。
So these weapons and
Ooh.
stages will kind of continue in a rollout, so we hope that you'll be looking forward to them.
そしてもう一本ご覧いただきたい映像があります。
But we have one other video we'd like to show you.
こちらをどうぞ。
Please take a look.
Ooh, an expansion. I actually love the music. music, by the way. Whoa, already! Wow! Evening of June 13th. Wow. So it's only going to be released tomorrow for us. Wow. Then following days after that.
So this is the first paid DLC for Splatoon 2, the Splatoon 2 Octo expansion, and it is going to be available starting tomorrow.
For the US.
Now this will be a worldwide simultaneous release, but please check that screen that we showed earlier for the release times in your region.
Oh, okay, makes sense. So tonight for us, tomorrow morning, Europe time.
That it will launch.
はい、オクトエキスパンションは80以上のステージと新たな、ストーリーが楽しめる、シングルプレイのモードでシリーズで初めてタコの姿でプレイすることができます。
So in this Splatoon 2 Octo expansion, you will be able to play for the first time as an Octoling character as you explore 80 new stages and the Splatoon 2 story and world at a deeper level.
あと1日だけお待ちください。
Please just wait one more day.
そしてさらに
And one more thing. Oh no, we're not done.
オクトエキスパンションの主人公である、タコガール、タコボーイ、タコのアミーボの発売も決定しました。
We've also decided to release amiibo figures for the main characters in the Octo expansion, the Octoling girl, the Octoling boy, and the Octoling octopus.
こちらは2018年の発売を予定していますが、詳細はまだ未定ですので、続報をお待ちください。
Now we've decided to release these amiibo within 2018, but for further details about the release date, please stay tuned.
私からお伝えしたいことは以上です。
That is all I've got for you today.
2日間、スプラトゥーン2ワールドチャンピオンシップにお付き合いいただき本当にありがとうございました。
Thank you so much for tuning in to the Splatoon 2 World Championship over the last 2 days.
引き続きイベントをお楽しみください。
And please continue to enjoy the remaining. Not of course you're gonna be here. You want to enjoy the remaining tournament footage.
That's true.
私はこれで失礼するんですけども、インクリングはもしかするとこの後も登場するかもしれません。
All right, I'm going to be leaving the stage now, but keep your eyes open. You might glimpse a couple inklings coming up.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys.
Wow. And they exit through the wheel door. So Oh, wait a minute, what's going on here? Smash Bros!
What makes Smash so special? It started off as a bunch of diehards that got to know each other. And then it just grew and grew and grew into this huge community that we have now where it's just amazing. Welcome to the family.
I'll get team message in a sec.
I think what brought me into Smash was just the fact that everybody could play.
Anybody can jump in and play at any time, whether you're a pro or an amateur. That's just one of the most inviting fighting games of all time.
The first time I've ever played Smash Brothers was when I was 5 years old.
I was about 4 years old at the time.
Pretty much whenever I was able to hold a controller,
I got hooked instantly. Like every single night I'd be playing.
We would 2v1 against our dad.
All the time.
And,
all the time.
We still lost.
Yeah, we could.
That's
not a chance anymore.
I don't remember being alive where Smash Bros wasn't in my life. I got Melee in a GameCube and life's never been the same.
It's easy to pick up, but it's hard to master, and I think it's brilliant. Like, I could
Demo!
write about Smash every game for like 10,000 pages long.
I felt every emotion in the book because of this game. And that's what makes it beautiful.
It's just very satisfying to KO somebody in this game.
There's nothing even close to it.
We like spiking. We like putting boots into people's face and sending them straight down.
Game. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. I'm gone. Let's go. Like, it was so good.
I'm gonna pause the video real quick. Mike, you said I've never played Splatoon games before. Actually, the first time I've seen it being played was this year. Looks like a lot of fun, despite it not being that usual, not being the usual type of game I play. You play, yeah, I bet. Yeah, it wasn't either. But I love playing Splatoon whenever I get the chance. It's a wonderful game. Really excellent game concept, actually. Really excellent game concept.
It's remarkable how much love and passion everyone here has for the game and for the community.
The Super Smash Bros. Community is a community like no other, where we built it ourselves from the ground up. We started our own events, our own locals.
They bring these heavy CRT TVs and lug them to tournaments, and they're like playing it from sunrise to sundown.
You don't just meet one kind of person, and they all share this great passion. People from all walks of life can go in the same room and share a common interest together and have fun over it.
I know I can go to almost every continent in the entire world and be like, let's play. Like, that's awesome. That's so cool.
You build friendships with a lot of people for a lifetime, pretty much.
All my best friends I met through this game.
All my friends, Smash, my girlfriend met her through Smash.
This is actually how I ended up meeting.
Met her through Smash.
We actually met at my first tournament, and after that we became really, really close, and we've been together for 3 years ever since.
Everybody.
Oh, that's funny.
You just met them, or you've known them for years?
Oh, so many friends. I mean, so many friends growing up.
Mike, have a good stream, my friend. Have a good stream.
That are very passionate about it. It makes me feel like I belong.
I feel home when I'm with the Smash community, for sure.
Smash in one word, uniting.
Journey.
Epic.
Fun. Just amazing.
Intense.
Uniting.
Unreal.
Intense, yeah.
I just have to say amazing.
It's something that makes the Smash community really special, if you ask me.
Very cool, wow. That's all the characters, jeez. Awesome. There will. I mean, yeah, I was hearing that chant.
You have been waiting for the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. An unbelievable crowd here as we get set. We've got a
Zero!
8 of the finest players in the world, covering 6 countries, as we get an early look at Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And to get things started,
Gotcha, Mike, gotcha.
do it right. Please welcome the creator of the Super Smash Bros. Series.
Okay, good call, good call. I'm gonna keep the chat up, but I'm gonna turn off my webcam for a short bit.
Thank you. Welcome to Smash Brothers Invitation 2080. どうも、ゲームデザイナーの桜井です。
I'm the director of the game, Masahiro Sakurai.
朝の放送は見ていただけましたでしょうか
Did you all catch the direct this morning?
I didn't.
What did you think?
ありがとうございます。今回の売りというのはやはり全員登場、その言葉に尽きると思います。
Thank you for watching, and really what we wanted to focus on this time is, as we mentioned, everyone is here.
ところで今回の戦いは、E3 バージョン、E3 で展示するバージョンを使うためにキャラクターがおよそ30体います。
However, the version we're using for the tournament today is the E3 version, so there's only about 30 characters available.
Ooh, 30 characters.
But in the actual game, you'll be able to play with a lot more characters.
I bet. Oh, I bet.
ところで後ろに並んでいる彼らは、スマブラの中でもトッププレイヤーですが、彼らは実は、スマブラ SP アルティメットですかね、それをほとんどやったことがありません。
So the players you see behind us, they are some of the top Smash players. However, they've actually had very little experience with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Ooh.
まあトッププレイヤーの彼らだったらきっとめちゃめちゃに使いこなしてなぜか使いこなして大変面白い試合を展開してくれるに違いないと私は確信しております。
But I am very confident that these players of this level will be able to handle it and be able to show us a great match.
Wow, that's challenging.
スマブラアルティメット大会をお楽しみください。
Well then, please enjoy the very first Smash Bros. Ultimate Tournament.
Let's give it up one more time for Mr. Sakurai as we kick off the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. I'm your host, and joining me, we have two of the finest commentators when it comes to Super Smash Bros. Please give a warm welcome to Vicky, Kitty, and Vish. And we have waited so long for this day, and I know how excited both of you are. Early impressions from what we've seen from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Jordan, this game is so fast, I don't even know what I am playing right now, and I cannot wait for everyone to check out what we have for the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Lots of excitement here, and Vicky, let's get to the basics of Smash, because here's what's great. We've got a wonderful audience that's joining us. We have people that have been playing this game for years and years and years this series. They grew up with this game. However, there's another new generation of future Super Smash Bros. Players that will have their introduction to Smash Bros. Through Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So give us some of the basics of what we're looking for today with gameplay.
So currently we have come from a history of different games. You have Melee and you have Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. Both of them are different in their own ways. Currently, for the Super Smash Bros. Basics of what you're going to be seeing today, the goal is to knock the opposing fighters off the stage. You guys are already familiar with that. Each fighter starts at 0%. The damage increases as each fighter gets hit. As the percentage goes up, it does become easier for a fighter to be knocked off the stage. When a fighter is knocked off the stage, it is a KO, and the player then loses a stop.
Very excellent description right there, and this tournament is going to
Very
feature
basic
a lot
too.
of different things. It's not just going to be 1v1 Fox only. We're going to see some Smash Balls. We're going to see items. We're going to see as well too.
Man, you gotta love those
I'm
matches.
most excited for here, Vicky, and it's a chance to see some of the finest players in the world partake in action here. Yeah. And Vish, tell us about some of the stuff.
Man, I like Zero though. Man, just 3 US people here.
A doubles match between Zero and Armada versus Abadongo and Flup. We have never seen these kind of matchups. We are seeing a Melee and Smash 4 come together. I am so excited for what's going to happen here. But yeah, our first match is going to be Zero Armada versus Abadongo and Flup.
And let's talk about the character selection here. We heard
So they team up.
30 characters here. So here's how it worked. We have 8 professional
And then-
players, and they
and
did
then
what's
face
called
off
a snake
against each
draft.
other.
They drew numbers,
Interesting.
And they were each assigned a number 1 through 8. Number 1 got the first pick for a fighter. Number 8 got the 8th pick. So you have a pool of 3 fighters. 1 through 8 picks, and then 8 gets the first pick for the second fighter. Right. Then you go back down to 1, and then 1 gets the first pick for the third fighter. Why do you have 3 fighters? You have to use a different fighter your first 3 matches. After that, you can go back and use the same fighter for the rest of the match, as we said. So, for example, if I want to go with Mario, Donkey Kong, and Bowser, I have to use Mario, then Donkey Kong, then Bowser if I want to get back to Mario. So, Vicky, it forces these fighters to maybe get out of their comfort zone and use someone that they might not typically use.
Right, they can't use the same character unless they transition through the other 3 characters they've originally picked. So that forces them to try out new characters, but also showcase to our audience what characters and what kind of moveset you'd be expecting when you get the game.
And we already have these
Yeah,
characters
makes
selected
sense.
with the players. They did the draft.
You haven't played
earlier on,
Smash
so they are
Bros.
set
game
to go.
since
They've had a chance to play
64?
the game just a little bit. So
Nice.
let's get a chance to get to know a few of our players just a little bit better.
Smash 4 was my last one. I had a 3DS before I lost it. The heck? Oh.
It's
supposed
not so
to be.
important to be
Oh.
a hero as much as it is a zero with the capital.
Zero! I like that guy. He's pretty cool.
You look closely, there are gods among men. But behind every god stands a goddess, or in this case, a princess. In this game, if you want to be the best, then you must become the best.
All the same. Ha ha ha. Ooh, favorite Smash game? I gotta say somewhere between the GameCube one. That one was pretty good. I played that one a lot.
Dude, really? Dude, really? You're about to be late for the tournament.
And he's like, old snap, gotta go. Ah, I'm in.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, Mike, hold on.
These guys will compete with the fate of the entire universe in their hands. Oh, wait. It's not the entire universe? It's just for the Super Smash Brothers. Oh, okay. That's cool too. Sweet.
Oh my gosh, Nintendo.
Well, some very familiar faces as we get set for the Super Smash Brothers Invitational.
Okay,
2018.
so
Let's take a closer look at how this first round matchup will
GameCube
work out
and
amongst these four
DS
professionals.
Wii
We
U.
bring out four of them, so that means it's going to be a
Smash
doubles
2
match.
and
To
4.
get things started here, Smash Ball on, items off, and below each character. Below each player, we should say, you see the three characters they drafted. So, Vicky, let's get your early thoughts on the decisions for Zero and Armada.
So for those of you tuning in, you guys know
Ike, wow,
Zero
nice.
is the best Smash Brothers for Wii U player with a 56 tournament win streak throughout nearly all of 2015. Second at
That
EVO
is true.
2018. One Frostbite, one Evo. It's going to be fantastic. Vish, what are your thoughts on Armada?
I mean, Armada is just like the melee side of that Titan that is Zero. I mean, he's won Genesis through 2 through 4. He's won
Zero
Evo 2015,
kills
2017.
on
He's
Smash
a team's
4 tournaments.
God, so it's going to be amazing to see how he fares.
So
up,
I'm actually
especially
putting my money on
with
him,
a
even though I
combo
normally
like
go
Zero.
for
And I have to
US
say this
Japan,
without letting squeeze
favoring
by.
US first, because
Club
you know I'm from
choosing
the
Ridley
US.
as one of his characters, so we will see Ridley in action today, quite possibly. And you see Abadongo getting the chance to choose his coveted Mewtwo as well.
Yeah, Abadongo being known for his Mewtwo and as well as his Pac-Man, so it's going to be quite interesting to see.
Let's get set for our first matchup in the Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018. You see the two teams, Zero and Armada, taking on Abadongo and Pluff as we get set to see the first ever competitive
But yeah,
matchup
I
in
got my
Super
money on
Smash
Zero
Brothers
because
Ultimate. They're
he's
getting
just
their
hands
characters
down
set
on
to
Smash
go as
4
we take a look at the
tournaments.
stage here, and Vish, just the excitement we feel here in the Belasco Theater.
Yeah, man, it's just like you're saying. This is the first competitive set we get to see in Smash Brothers Ultimate. I am really excited for what these players have in store. I'm curious because as we talked about earlier, you have to choose one of your three characters in your arsenal during this match. And it looks like Armada is going to be going with Samus. Plup is going to be going with Ridley.
And Abadongo going with Core, and then you see Plup with Ridley, as you said, Zero with Mario, Armada with Samus. And early on already, Samus taking the brunt of the damage here. Mario doing a great job staying alive, edge guarding on the side. But here comes Armada and Vicky. That smoke is going to help us determine who launches who off the side of the map as well.
Exactly. The color smoke that you are seeing displayed here indicates that the player that launched that character in general is the one that incited the move that sent them that far.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Armada, as Armada trying to avoid some more attacks. Meanwhile, Zero with Mario.
I like that smoke idea.
To the side of the screen here, Vish, and Armada following up once again.
Yeah, and I really like the game plan that Zero and Armada are doing. Armada seems to be either covering the ledge or the center, and they keep going vice versa, and Armada cleaning out that edge guard on that stock earlier.
Plup losing the first stock of this match, 2-on-2. Armada and Zero doing a terrific job of keeping their
does.
At bay.
Cool.
But you see Corrin bouncing Armada in
From
the
Breath
middle
of the
stage.
Wild too.
Armada able to come down, that smash attack being protected by the barrier. Ridley sent off to the side, but oh, there goes Armada. And the red team losing their first stock here, Vicky, as we see Abadongo holding strong with Corrin.
And as you saw the smash
Polo 5. I think they got shell stock too.
Unfortunately, is not going to be caught. Here it comes back.
I think Nintendo kept shell stock for this game. Oh, Zero! Yeah! Oh, I missed it. Oh man.
Zero with the foul ball. Abadongo still alive with all three stocks, but Plup is down to his final stock, and Ridley. There goes Corrin sent off to the right-hand side of your screen, trying to get back on. Plup doing a fine job as well too, applying some pressure.
Ooh,
beautiful.
that's tech though, Zero.
Clearing out some traffic.
And Armada too. Gotta give him credit because he's Zero's teammate for now.
I gotta say, this stage with that the ceiling like that on top makes it such that if you're in the center of the stage, you don't get sent off vertically. So they're kind of opting to fight there if they're at a higher percent. You see Abadongo's kind of staying there because he's like, you know what, I can maybe tech off the top of that. Maybe I can DI to make sure that I'm on the top there. And
ooh,
he loses his stock.
Abadongo
yeah.
His first stock. Blue team 2-1. Meanwhile, it's 2-2 for the red team.
Yeah, come on, red team.
And now Abadongo gets sent.
There's two people with their names beginning with A. That's kind of throwing me off a little bit.
Using the share stock because Abadongo's doing such a good job being a stock tank at the center of the stage. Oh man, Ridley, kind of a difficult character to use, it seems.
Zero trying to recover, but Plup with a beautiful up air.
Ooh.
Off to the side of the screen.
Yes, recovered. Yes, awesome.
Applying some zoning pressure, those projectiles from Samus. Plup able to clear out Zero once again. Armada at the top of the level. Abadongo using that up air on Armada. Zero with a couple of up tilts against Abadongo and Plup to rack up the damage. And Zero, Vicky doing a great job of staying alive with Mario. Up until
Commentators curse, Jordan, but Armada was doing such a good job at catching Zero and making sure Zero was safe and sound in the middle. As you can see, they are fighting in the middle.
Even as a spectator, how can you watch all of this to even commentate exactly what's going on? Jeez, those people know what to look out for.
With Zero, though.
It's actually a pretty even match, as we're saying that Zero's the only one with like a huge lead, but oh my god, and Plup with a
Dude!
And that'll be
Ooh, I did see that back here. Ha! Red team won. Yes.
game. Armada and Zero doing an excellent job of clearing things out. And you mentioned the fact, the fine edge guarding we saw from both of those. And we got our first look at Ridley, and you said a little bit of a difficult character to probably understand because you just found out about the character this morning. But Armada and Zero, they move on and advance to the winner's bracket. And Vicky was a good point. You pointed out with this level, in this great plateau, you've got the tower in the middle of the ceiling. It makes it very difficult for anybody to send anybody through the top of the stage, and we saw a lot of traffic underneath there.
Yeah, unfortunately, it didn't look like it was a very easy
Unless you
job
do
to
a
tech
very
in the
huge
middle.
back
There was
air.
a lot of knockback happening in the middle of the stage, but there was an instance where Armada was able to tech on the side of the Great Plateau. So fighting in the middle was probably the best bet for the red team to take advantage of stage control and continuously pressure the blue team.
And Vish, we talk about this game. A lot of the players always focus on movement and why it's so important in the Super Smash Bros. Series. What are some of the things you've noticed about the movement in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?
I mean, honestly, like we were saying before, it's faster. One of the options that you can do is you can do short hop aerial just a bit faster. You could push the jump and A at the same time, so you don't have to like tap jump to make it short hop. And I feel like this in combination with just the faster pace of the way the game goes, you saw like the way the knockback works is, even though you get hit, you fly immediately to where your trajectory is a lot faster than we've seen in previous Smash games. So everything is happening
That's
at just,
true.
like a faster pace. And so I think with teams, it actually makes it a little bit harder to, like, you know, combo off your allies' hits and whatnot. So I think that's a huge factor in this game.
Let's take a look at the updated bracket after our first match was just concluded. You had Zero and Armada getting the victory, which means the two buddies get a face-off against each other in the next winner's round. Coming up next, though, we'll have our next set of doubles. And for those players, let's take a moment and get to know them just a little bit better.
I love that song. Best song ever from Mega Man.
They call him Mr. R because Mr. PG-13 is, well, kinda unimpressive. Legend has it that some are born into greatness and others are just lucky.
I like Lucky too, actually.
We're an adult man.
Actually, no, I never heard of him.
Zero.
Never mind.
It's Mango.
Mango? Really?
Yeah.
Like my grandma's favorite food?
I'm over this.
He may not be old enough to sign a lease, rent a car, or obtain a legal permit to feed a pig in Arizona, but he can kick your butt and smash.
Fire Emblem, nice. One of these four has a game of Legends. I think it was Breath of the Wild, if I'm not mistaken, but I know it is a Legend of the
It's Super
Smash, which is cool.
Brothers. That's cool too. I want to get in on that action. I have an arm too. Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018.
That's funny. That's funny.
And once again, some big-time names as we introduce the other half of our competitors here. And Vicky, what can you say about some of the accolades of these players here?
Well, Mr. R is one of the players that a lot of people know from Smash Brothers for Wii U. 5th at Frostbite 2018. He did do 2nd at EVO 2017, so that definitely put him on the map. He also helped mold the Sheik meta. So Mr. R, being a known player, making his ways around the community, but also MK Leo, a prodigy to his respective game, very young player, 17 years old, coming all the way from Mexico.
And we take a look at the player cards and see what characters our players selected for this opening round. And obviously, there are 3 that they drafted here. Mr. R, you see the selection right below Lucky, MK Leo, and Mango. And how about the Inkling decision for Mango here, Vish? One of the new
Inkling,
characters in Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Honestly, I'm really excited that Mango got Inkling because, you know, his playstyle is reckless. It's flashy. He's not afraid to risk it all. He's like, you know what? This is a new type of character. I'm just going to play it right away, right off the bat. Why not?
And Vish, as they get set, take us through some strategy with doubles, because obviously there's a lot going on in the map, and you want to make sure that you have some focused, concentrated attacks, but it's not 1v1 where you can really just focus in on one target.
Yeah, true. And the percentages also work a little bit differently in doubles. You know, the normal hits don't do as much percentage as they would in singles versus doubles, but a lot of it is just kind of like taking up space with your player. Oh my god. And Mango going Ganondorf right off the bat. I like it. But yeah, so they kind of want to just go around both the other players, kind of pincer them in certain situations. One person grabs the edge, one person stays in the center of the stage. Those are the
I'm able to make out some stuff that happens in the game as a spectator.
In Moray Towers, red team, Mr. R going as Cloud. You see the limit meter right there.
Advertiser, wait. I forgot. When did I advertise?
Ganondorf brings a new weapon to his arsenal in Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Ganondorf now has a sword for his smash attacks, as you saw.
I've just been so focused into this tournament that I totally forgot when I did that. Oh yeah, that's true.
All the different levels, it's going to be really hard to establish a neutral game when there's so much verticality in Moray Towers as Cloud gets.
Oh yeah, that clip about the players. Yeah.
Yeah, I think moves that have huge hitboxes do really well, as we saw the smash attack from Bayonetta going.
Yeah, no, I get it now.
Like,
I also had the chat minimized for a certain reason. Because I had to message someone.
Traverse and cover the stage really well.
Mango in the middle of your map right now, paired with MK Leo's Bayonetta. 3-3 stocks for the blue team. However, Lucky losing the first stock and it's 3-2 red. And Mr. R at 135 with Cloud at the top of your screen, trying to avoid
below of 5 because shell stock is enabled. Wow.
To your left, Mango able to recover with Ganon on the left-hand side, but
ooh, got denied. Denied.
You had a very similar fight to what people
ooh.
MK Leo and Mr. R, and unfortunately Mr. R star KOing in the background and losing a stock, left with 2 stocks in total now.
MK Leo with Bayonetta doing a great job of hanging on. Still on the stage. 3-2 advantage for the blue team over the 2-2 for the red. Mango with Ganon, missing with a couple of forward tilts right there. But you see Mr. R, nice work with the up air, able to
yeah. Thanks, Mike, for we explained that. I totally lost track. Sorry about that.
Every single time they're together, I see some heated battles coming up right now. Mango's like kind of just abandoning his teammates. Like, you know what, Lucky, I'm coming down for you down there, man. See me.
Lucky unable to recover at the bottom of your screen. He's down to his final stock. MK Leo, though, Vicky, still with his 3 stocks. He will refuse to KO, but here comes the smash ball. Lucky's gonna go.
Who has it? Who has it?
We know with that
Lucky.
attack, you want to make sure your opponents are lined up.
Oh!
KO, Vicky, and you got to be careful. You can't get too excited.
Unfortunately, he was facing the wrong direction and caused himself to lose that stock, Jordan.
Oh, but we see Lucky getting the KO.
Aw, thanks, Mike.
And it's 2-2 blue team. However, 1-1 for Mr. R and Lucky. You're looking for MK Lango and Mango to close things up. Mango did a great job. Oh, look at the top of your screen, Vish. What did we just see there?
Oh, man, a vertical KO. I mean, now it's just a 2-on-1 situation. What can you really do, man? This is difficult.
Mango with a nice back air, and Ganondorf, MK Leo trying to use the down air. Lucky trying to elude and just get on some type of even footing. Oh, beautiful counter against Ganondorf, sends him off to the side, unable to recover, and Mango down to his final stock. MK Leo, though, still has 2. You figure. Oh, but it's not enough. The huge contact.
Wait.
But yes.
He's living again.
Oh.
Refuses to quit. Lucky trying to.
Oh! 2.
But when you're confusing the system, you talk about being able to stay alive and just relentless.
Dude!
Saw there, MK Leo
So close.
Vicky staying alive to give the blue team the early advantage.
We DI those and we live in, but not living enough. Unfortunately, they are going to fall, and MK Leo's team is going to proceed through bracket with Mango.
Let's take a look at the updated bracket after our first 2 matches, and we'll see how these fighters will continue to make their way. So MK Leo and Mango, they get the victory, which means they will face off in a 1v1 coming up next, and it will also be Zero versus Armada in a 1v1 as well too. But let's get to our elimination bracket, because obviously it's double elimination in this tournament. You got to send some folks.
I had a feeling.
It'll be doubles at this point, which will then send us to a 4-player free-for-all in the next round. So you're going to have Abadongo and Plup versus Mr. R and Lucky in some doubles. And once again, when we look at those doubles, it seems like, Vish, the fighter that's able to really make the most of having those 3 full stocks. We saw that with MK Leo, with Bayonetta. You're able just to apply consistent pressure, and we've seen that in both fights as well too, having the lead with the 3-0 stock.
What do they mean by doubles,
though?
though?
Gives you that huge 2-on-1 potential, and now going into this match, they can't use that first character they had in that arsenal, so now they got to switch between the remaining.
So, Mike, from what you've seen so far, what do you think about the game?
I'm really curious to see
I think it looks pretty
Lucky with his
pretty sick. Holy cow!
Play style is gonna change versus Plup and Abadongo, and how Mr. R is gonna go through this, man. It's gonna be crazy.
Let's take a look at the updated player cards and see what characters are still available for choice. As we said, players drafted 3 characters, and once you've used a character, you can no longer use them. You see that character that's ineligible, they are grayed out. So for Abadongo, you've got your Mewtwo and Pac-Man still.
Cool, Mike.
Pit and Villager, Mr. R, Ryu, and Little Mac. And then for Lucky, you have Bowser and Fox. So you look at some of the available characters here. Not too many big, heavy characters out there here, Vicky.
Not at all, but you still have to watch out for them because, as you notice, things are a little bit different in 1v1s versus free-for-alls or teams. The damage does not scale the same. As in 4-player free-for-all, the damage scales less than when you're in 1v1s.
And Vish, you look at the fact that you have items on now for this doubles elimination matchup, and you also have the Smash Ball on, and so when it comes to items, How do you go about and change your strategy with that? Because that's not what we typically see in competitive play.
Right. I think it was clever, if this was what Lucky was thinking, to keep Fox because he has the reflector, which does so much more when you have items. I mean, it reflects back items at twice the force. And if you have Pokemon, it reflects back. Oh, but he says no, Vish. I'm gonna go Bowser.
We've got Mr. R as Ryu, Lucky as Bowser, Abadango.
So he's saving Fox. I say that was a good choice actually, especially with that reflector and what they say that it reflects things at twice the force. So something is at 10 damage that deals 10 damage, it would deal 20 damage right back at the opponent if it hits.
But he also deals a lot of damage on his own, so you're going to want to watch out as the trajectory of the game sends you pretty far.
We see the Starman assist trophy come out, and what's different is if you can KO the assist trophy, that's going to eliminate a stock, so keep an eye out for that in this version of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We already see
really? If you KO an assist trophy, that's a stock.
On the right-hand side trying to recover. And Ryu goes out already.
Oh my god, we got Knuckles. Knuckles the assist trophy.
Knuckles the assist trophy, breaking the hearts of so many, but here he comes trying to assist the blue team.
X-Bomb deployed off the side of the stage as well, too. You see some bottles of milk flying in there, trying to get some help. Plup doing a great job with that.
Oh, double. Does that mean just like extra stock or something? That's a free fall too. Oh, Smash Bros. Oh, is out.
This can certainly turn the tide. Abadango and Plup still with 4 stocks each, and Mr. R losing his second stock there, Vish.
Oh yeah, and no one has seemed to got the Smash Ball. They all really went for it. I mean, that really changes his pace of any kind of match. That oh my, and Plup going so far for it, doesn't quite get it.
Look.
The Giga Bowser. What is he gonna do? What is he gonna target? This punch is brutal, and Abadango going down.
Waka 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 Patman sent off the stage right there. Lucky using Giga Bowser and the punch, but now and Lucky down to 2 stocks. You've got a huge advantage for the blue team as Abadango still hasn't taken a damage on his 3rd stock here, Vicky.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's a walk of goodbye to Pac-Man, but it doesn't matter because they're still in the lead. Aba holding on to the bomb, and Mr. R out of the stadium.
Ryu down to his final stock. Mr. R really going to have to hang in there tight. You've seen the pressure applied from both Abadango and Plup. 2 speedy characters working their way around the stage right now. Pac-Man using the down air on Lucky. Lucky getting sent sailing. We now have our launch star, one of the new items. You get sent to that, and that does it. That sends Bowser top of the screen KO. Both Mr. R and Lucky down to their final stock. No stock sharing at this point here. Abadango Plup looking very healthy at this point here, Vish.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, that star launcher is really strong. I mean, it KO'd Lucky at such a high percent off the top like that. I really like it, but I think now...
I think I should turn down my mic a little bit, because I can be a little bit loud when it comes to competitive games.
At the start of it, and they got comboed quite a bit, and now they're kind of controlling center as best they can. But
how's the balance between mic and game? Or
Bowser with the fair,
the video, I should say.
Abadango at 3, Plup at 2, Mr. R, he is eliminated, and you've got Lucky at 82%. It's 2-on-1 and plenty of stocks for both Abadango and Plup. Abadango at 103, Bowser at 113. He's hanging on still. Both fighters, though, have him in his sights.
Okay, that's good. Thank you.
Hang in there. Plup doing a great job with those juggles, though, Vicky.
Yeah, he was doing a good job at avoiding Abadango and Plup and avoiding trying to get hit by them, and instead opted for them to get blast. But oh my goodness, we're having the 3-part ship here from I'm so glad we're able to see that once again. Come back to the Smash games, Jordan.
A decisive victory. Nicely done as you look at Plup and Abadango. And it seemed like, Vish, their characters were just much quicker than what we saw for the other selections, Ryu and Bowser, and your opportunity to grab those items really gives you control of the stage.
Yeah, I think because Bowser is like one of the slower of the cast in this particular set, I think that
he
just couldn't get up there as quickly, and he's so big, so he just got kind of tossed around by the other 2 the enemies, so he wasn't able to get the Smash Balls very well. He got 1, but he wasn't able to get the items, and oh man, just kind of a slower pace. Ryu also not the fastest in that kind of team's dynamic, but Aba and Plup pull it out, man.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the updated standings here now that we look at the bracket and see how things are advancing for our players. The elimination bracket, Abadango and Plup, they get the victory. That means they'll move on.
So they were on teams.
We appreciate you guys joining us, but it is an elimination tournament, unfortunately. so a couple people have to go home. But we're going to take a quick pause from the high-level play we see from the professionals.
Teams, so to speak,
and switch gears to a couple of special guests. And for more on that, let's please welcome to the stage one of the great Super Smash Bros. Hosts and commentators, TK Breezy.
I don't know who he is, but it's all good. He's got a Legend of Zelda tattoo on his left arm, on the inside.
Okay. Okay, this is the type of crowd I like to see right here. Smash Brothers. I like it. I like it. I see a lot of people that I know, and that's great to see. But how are you guys enjoying this invitational right now? That's good to know. That's good to know. Thank you. Thank you. That's good to know, but let me go ahead and tell you guys what's going to go down real quick, okay? We had our For Glory action going on, you know. We're going to hit some for fun.
Okay, see you, Mike. It has been fun, too. It has been fun, too.
With items
I will.
and Smash Balls on with some of the greatest
I will
cosplayers
definitely
might
see you
have
later,
seen
my
today.
friend.
Jordan,
take care.
Let me ask you, though.
Stay classy, my
How are you
fellow
enjoying the
Hallians.
invitational right now?
I'm loving
Take
it.
care.
I think the biggest thing is the crowd and the support that we see here. You talk
I'll
about the
see you
Super
out.
Smash Brothers community, and we're seeing it in full force here, TK.
Most definitely.
Thank you again for coming
Here's-
out.
This is the type of energy that I like. I almost walked in this morning and thought I was actually at a tournament. Like, there's so many people that I knew. I was like, man, am I in bracket? I might be in bracket. All right. Let's get into it. We got our cosplayers. Can we get our cosplayers to the stage? And these cosplayers are Jesus as Mario, Trisha as Link, Tyson as Ness, and Matt as Pac-Man.
And I love these outfits here, TK. And how about Pac-Man right there? I love it. I love it. Now they will get a chance to play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the first time ever. What advice would you give some folks that are picking this game up for the first time?
All right, so you know how when Smash 4 started and everyone was just rolling all over the place and it was impossible to beat? Well, that's not a thing here, because in this game, there's actually diminishing return on the rolls. So the more that you roll, the longer the roll is, thus meaning you're going to get punished. So I'd say ease up off those triggers for a little bit, because you don't want to be that guy who gets punished for rolling entirely too much.
And what's different is we see some different mechanics with the air dodging as well, too, and just the general speed of the game.
Trigger doesn't like the air
dodging now, there's directional air dodging if you haven't seen, but also for the Brawl players and the Smash 4 players, there still is that Brawl-esque in Smash 4 air dodge if you do not hold a direction when you air dodge. It's a little less lag, still laggy enough for you to get punished, but there is a little less lag, so it's a little safer.
And a couple of changes to some classic characters. What did you see from the newest edition of Link that we have in this one?
Okay, this is actually going to be, I'm glad that we're seeing some Link action. Also, shout out to you guys all playing the character that you're cosplaying right now. I mean, that's just character loyalty.
Set for the matchup here. Obviously, they get a chance to get their hands on the game for the first time, and I really want to know from you that short hop mechanic for the forward attacks that we see in the air as well too. Seems like it's going to really help out some players that aren't quite at that competitive level.
Yeah, I mean, short hops have been in the game, for a long time. It's just not something that we ever really discussed. It's not like a official term. It's just, hey man, this is a jump, this is a short hop. But now they kind of made it an official term. We have short hops in the game, making it much easier to attack, keep that pressure going on someone when they're on the ground or maybe on a small platform or a low platform. Keep it going.
That's just so
What's
cool.
Too, is we
Smash
were
community
talking
did
about
that.
this a little bit before.
Not
The damage
Nintendo.
output is different when
The
it's a
community
1v1
did that.
versus a four-player
That's just so cool.
free-for-all match. Tell us a little bit more about that.
All right, so the damage output, I'm just coming here rattling off information. I've been going at this game for a little bit upstairs. We was out there chilling, so I got some inside scoop. But the damage output you obviously do.
I like
don't
this
know
guy.
which one people want to call the normalized damage, but you have a certain amount of damage that you do on one-on-ones, and then you have a certain amount of damage that you do in free-for-alls or 2v2s. So the damage is definitely different. You're going to do more damage in one-on-ones, obviously, to compensate for the fact that it's just you. And then in doubles, because you have a team partner, you're going to do a little less damage. It's not anything crazy. It's not like a 50% cut or anything. But, maybe up smash does 18 in singles, and then up smash does like 15 or so in doubles.
And I'm curious as well, too. It's going to be Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Every character we've ever seen before, but a couple of new ones. Inkling and Ridley. Many people waiting a long time to see Ridley in this game. Your thoughts on both those characters?
I mean,
Ridley.
I was just as surprised as everyone else. I mean, you guys, when Ridley came out, how surprised were you guys? Come on. Big surprise. All right, guys, but outside of that, we're going to get into the match. We have the fighters ready. They're all still playing the characters they are cosplayed, which, again, I had to appreciate. Let's see how it goes down. We got the ready to fight on on deck, and I'm just ready to see what's going to happen.
And in this 4-player free-for-all, if you want to follow the action, you can see the color of the smoke when they get knocked off the stage. That'll tell you who launched who. You've got a nice, convenient little radar. But let's get things rolling here. It's no secret. You got Mario, you got Link, you got Pac-Man, and Ness. 4-player free-for-all here, TK.
The Pac-Man, like, he's got the gloves on, so I don't even know how he's fully gripping this controller right now. So I want to see some platinum Pac-Man play coming in from this, man. He looks so focused. Let me get a good look at his face real quick. He's focused, man. He's in it. He's dialed in, dude. He's dialed in.
You got the Champions Tunic Link. A couple differences there. And no hook shot for that Link this time.
No quick shot this time. For those who do not know, Link actually is the Breath of the Wild Link, so he does not have a hook shot one. He also has detonatable bombs, much like the game. You can put a bomb out, leave it out for a long time, and then as an opponent gets closer, you throw it towards your opponent and it hits him, you detonate it, and get big damage.
Smash ball on, items on. You see Ness with that smart bomb deploys that.
Yep.
That's going to be Mario sent sailing, but Mario hanging on right there. Bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Up tilt from Pac-Man. That clears out Link at this point. You got a super.
Come on, Link cosplayer. Come on.
If you want to use that.
Come on, Link.
Early on, our fighter's doing a great job.
Woo!
But Link getting an early.
That was awesome.
For Link, I was wondering who's going to get that first one because it was actually looking jam-packed in here. And as we're looking at the big screen and also some player faces, we're still looking extra focused.
Oh, deny.
We got the final smash coming in from Ness. He's taking almost everybody out on that one.
Ness grabs the smash ball. You also saw a Lowland Vulpix on the bottom of your screen as well, too. Early on, and what we're going to see here, TK, is that the leader is going to light up here just a little bit so you can follow and see who has the lead. Pac-Man doing a great job clearing out and getting a KO against Ness right there, so negating probably what Ness did with that smash ball.
And as Jordan said, there is an indicator for who is in the lead. He will flash momentarily. So it's kind of like the get that guy, the get that guy notice right there. If you want to get in the lead, you know exactly who to take out.
That black hole right behind the launch star. You got an essential galaxy in the middle of this map as everything since.
I hit my camera just so you can see the player cam in the lower right corner. Ooh.
From Arcade Bunny. Arcade Bunny. What you know about Arcade Bunny, TK?
What you know?
Beehive falling onto the stage as well too, and then Link with those.
And you only get,
bombs that we know
two plays. Air quotes, 2 plays.
You see him already has it set out now. All he has
Reference
to do
from
is
the arcade.
one more time to go ahead and explode it.
The arcade bunnies, claw machines.
If anyone's gonna get next to it, actually, it's not even on the stage anymore. It might have just rolled off. But now that it's off stage, he is able to pull another one. You only have one bomb at a time as Link. Oh, and here we go. Ness at the top of the screen, just barely living that. It gets a dash attack. Not gonna get too much off of that. Looking for the PK Thunder. Little ambitious there.
Pac-Man in the middle of your screen right now. You see the Star Rod right behind him. Nobody grabbing that. That remote bomb sending Ness to the top of the screen. Ness and Mario on the right-hand side going a little 1v1. That fair knocking Mario back at this point. Oh, but you see the upward smash and another smash ball. Oh. You should get that.
Oh, 2 smash balls, you say?
You should get that one. Hit that one.
Okay, Mario.
Here comes Mario.
Oh.
It wasn't a real one. It was fake.
You got it. So a good way to notice, now that it's been out there, a good way to notice if the smash ball is real or fake is if the horizontal line is thick, that is a fake smash ball. Now, none of our competitors might have seen it, end up getting blasted by it, it just goes off. Anyone in the vicinity is taking big damage.
That's just mean to put 2 of those out there. Smart bomb being deployed by Pac-Man once again. That sends Mario to the top of your screen. Ness trying to use a PK Thunder on the left-hand side. Link with the beautiful up air. Here comes that Hokatate bomb that's going to come crashing down here in just a second. Some bananas on your bottom right. Got to get that potassium, Mario. Watch out for that bomb coming back down to earth. Doesn't do any damage at that point. 2:15 left in this one, TK. Tightly contested.
Look, very smart for that Mario to go for those bananas too, man. Has the highest percentage on deck right now. Now, as you can see, the rage mechanic is obviously still in. Look at his portrait right now. He's smoking. I mean, he's extra mad. He is fuming. And the next person who takes the up smash for him might be the last up smash they'll ever see.
Mario 138 at this point. Trying to use the down air as he comes back down to earth. Mario with the up B that's going to clear out some traffic. Link trying to use that Aura Club potentially, but Ness gets sent sailing to the left-hand side of your screen. Mario gets KO. We got 1:43 left, and it looks like Link is going to be the one in the advantage right now. Here comes Eevee.
Yes, I have a feeling.
On Ness, sends him sailing through the sky.
Yeah, it's just a quick tackle coming in from Eevee.
So the smoke around the player, the character icon of the game. Oh, another smash from Mario.
Oh, he
Oh, Link's out!
Link sailing on the ocean.
Oh wait, this is time-based. Oh, okay, okay. So the most KOs goes into time. Okay.
Down to the wire though, Pac-Man the only one really.
That's why I didn't see any.
Percentages, but he's trying to still put up a good fight.
Ness with the back air against Pac-Man. Nicely done right there. Link trying to shield block.
Could it be because you know, very high damage?
Trying to throw some more projectiles on the left-hand side of your screen.
Trying some kind of like vocal exhaustion. Something.
We got a minute left in this one.
But
a minute left, and I'm honestly, I have not been keeping up the score as well as one would have. I wish I was.
Oh, beware! For beware! In the middle of the screen, the assist trophy Pokemon. Excuse me, the Pokemon gets the KO.
Yeah, you gotta watch out, and honestly, it might still be walking around the stage. Yeah, he's coming right back. Look at him. You gotta watch yourself. Okay, it was actually Mario that's close, so he that was his trainer. Not gonna dump the trainer.
Pac-Man, how about that?
Jeez.
KO sends Link sailing to the top of the screen. 25 seconds left in this one. Looking to close things out. Ness is really the only one here, TK in KO range.
Yeah, that is very true. Obviously, it's going to be a lot until we get some extra damage here, or anybody else are actually still eating the fruit that is dropping from the trees. If you guys remember, from Totem Island, this is a 3DS stage. Everyone!
But the hothead clearing things out!
All right. No, I mean, obviously coming through. You got to salute that. Looking like we've been trainers over here.
Oh, that does it. Who's our winner going to be here, TK?
Who's the winner of this one?
Pac-Man! Nice.
Pac-Man fever, TK.
Link is the second. Woo! Okay. Oh, tied with Mario.
Gloves on. I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to do it, but the gloves did not stop this man from taking that major win here at the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. Give it up to my man Pac-Man. All right, guys, so that was a lot of fun, but we're going to get right back into the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018, throwing it to our casters.
TK Breezy. Give it up for TK Breezy one more time here. Nicely done. And it's always great here, Vish, to see some players get their hands on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the first time, and you see all the fun that they had right there.
I love seeing Smash Bros. Of any skill level, especially this early in the game. It's so hype. I mean, Pac-Man, a Pac-Man cosplayer winning as Pac-Man. What more could you ask for?
It doesn't get
Smash Ultimate.
It doesn't get any better than that. And Vicky, we talk about fun, and that's the one thing we talk to all these professional players about. They say the one thing they try to remind themselves before they go out for any type of competition is that it's still a game and it's meant to be fun.
Exactly. Not only does it bring friends together sometimes, but it also allows great family time, and it grants everyone to kind of loosen up and enjoy the game for what it is.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the most recent bracket as we get set to advance on our professional side of the tournament here. We're going to have a one-on-one, Zero versus
professional
Armada.
side of the tournament, that's
They're
funny.
on the winning doubles team that overcame Abadongo and Plup earlier in our first round of action. Let's take a look at the player cards here and see who they might be selecting. You see Zero has Sheik and Ike still available. Armada, Pokemon Trainer, and Kirby and Pokemon Trainer. If you
Pokemon Trainer is back. He is back by popular demand.
It's
Awesome.
going to be quite interesting because this time around, Pokemon Trainer has no fatigue.
And you talk about that ability with no fatigue and interesting things you can do in the air here as far as combos.
But I'm bringing my camera back now.
When you're using Pokemon Trainer.
I think it's actually really cool because Squirtle, you know, he has like lighter hits, so he can
Squirtle.
do light hits and then maybe switch in the jump animation. You can switch Pokemon in this version, so then you can switch the Ivysaur, do a finishing move that way. And I think the really interesting thing is you have 3 sets of recoveries with Pokemon Trainer because of you can do it while in the air. So I think that'll make you can use Ivysaur's tether recovery. You can use Charizard's multiple jumps. You could use Squirtle, and he goes Pokemon
That's
Trainer.
true.
I choose you.
Good choice.
So
That reaction.
how does that change the strategy in a 1v1?
Well, as you notice, the Smash Ball doesn't usually appear in the beginning of the match, and more so in the middle of the match. So I know that Zero is going to be keeping his eye out for that, and Armada is going to want to try to take it over Zero before he tries to snipe him.
We talk about Armada has a very strong punish game, so he will look for holes in Zero, but Zero getting the nice grab into the side throw. Armada down below Zero at this point here, and Vish, it's one of these levels. We talked about Moray Towers, hard to establish that neutral game consistently.
For sure. But I think Ivysaur is a great choice in this kind of stage because the vines kind of go through the platforms as well, and even the up air, the bulb kind of hits out the platform. But the really cool part about Ivysaur is how fast he KOs his opponents, that up air will get you at like even 100%, so you got to really watch out for that.
Both fighters finally on neutral ground. The punish by Armada right there after blocking the attack from 0-0 with the up air. That sends Armada selling to the side. And how about the fair that we just saw from Zero there, Vicky?
Yeah, he's doing a really good job at keeping Armada off stage and unfortunately unable to make it back. You saw Armada rolling a lot, and we've established already defensive play in this game is not rewarded, Jordan. It's more so aggressive play.
Well put, aggressive play, and we see Armada go with the much faster Squirtle this time against Zero. Squirtle with a nice dash attack into the up air. That's going to send Zero sailing. Zero able to recover, though, nicely. And you look at Ike and those multitude of recovery options. That's going to really help out Zero as a heavier character, Vish.
For sure, for sure. I really like the way that these players are playing. They're using the whole stage. I kind of thought they would be either in the center and whatnot, but they are just going all across the board. There's so many ledges that they have to edge guard, so that makes it quite harder, and I feel like that gives kind of a bit of an advantage to Ike in the way he recovers because the way the side B goes through the stage and then the up B goes so high up, but a little bit of positional advantage for him.
Squirtle with the nice back air against Zero, unable to get onto neutral ground and make a punish there. Armada versus Zero. Armada down to 2 stocks. Zero still making the most of his 3rd stock, but Armada, and we see the weight of Zero and Ike really benefiting him right there, Vicky.
Yeah, these ceilings are absolutely humongous, but there's a smash ball, and Armada knocking Zero out of the map and trying his best to try to get the smash ball, but Zero is not having it.
Ooh, yeah, come on. Yes! Woo! Yeah!
Unbelievable turn of events right there as we see Zero getting the KO on Armada. Armada down to his final stock and Vish. We thought Armada had a chance to get the KO against Zero and grab the smash ball during spawn. Wasn't able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of the flight of
Oh, they got tenths of a percentage now. That's awesome.
Quick amount of time unless you combo it, so Squirtle wasn't able to get the job done. And I just came through swinging, and he destroyed my man Squirtle. Why you gotta do Squirtle like that, man?
A couple of down tilts by Zero, unable to connect. Armada doing a great job of jumping from the lower level to the top level and connecting with a couple of those aerial attacks against Zero. That up air does a great job. Ivysaur and Armada trying to hang on with their final stock, and Vicky, once again, Zero doing a great job making the most of he can with his extra stock advantage.
Notice the pressure that Zero is applying on Armada as Armada's trying to find his footing back below the platform of Zero. He's trying to figure out a way to not get pressured as often.
Yeah, I mean, the sword just does such amounts of damage and covers so much of the stage. I mean, the Vines do
I am so sorry about that for those who are wearing headphones right now.
Because like diagonal kind of trajectories.
That was just awesome. Because, yeah, I can get out too, you know.
And Ike trying to gain the upper ground on the ramps and try to get some of those down tilts.
Ooh!
Not enough to
Zero knocking out Armada.
No, the Vine is too short. Needed a little bit more sunshine, water, and fertilizer to get that one to the edge of the stage. And we see Zero doing a great job of not only edge guarding, but getting the smash ball. And it seemed like, Vicky, that really turned the entire tide of this match.
Although he had lost his stock in the moment where the smash ball appeared, he still managed to capture the smash ball. But around the end there, as you notice, that Ivysaur was unable to grab the ledge. Magnet Hands isn't as significant in this game, Jordan.
And we see with Ike a heavy character, but you also have a lot of range with that sword. What else do you see from Ike in this edition from the little bit of gameplay we've seen for one of those signature Fire Emblem characters here, Vish?
I feel just like a little bit faster, and I think even on that stage that we played on Mori, it just felt like he could traverse the platform so much better. His side B was an amazing recovery. The vertical recovery that he normally has was strengthened by that stage so much, so it just felt like none of the Pokemon could get a significant KO on him, but every single time he was just in there with the sword. So.
Yeah, we never saw Charizard in that match for Pokemon Trainer as well, too. Let's take a look at the bracket after that match. We obviously have Zero getting the victory over Armada. Zero will advance in the winners round to the finals of the winners round prior to the grand finals. Up next in our winners round, reminder, Smash Ball on, items off. MK Leo versus Mango, and you were talking about MK Leo a little bit earlier here, Vicky. Zero had that unbelievable year in 2015, won 56 straight tournaments, but many people say the youngster MK Leo could be the second coming.
Yeah, he revolutionized the way that Marth played in a sense where consistently was able to master his spacing, was able to change the way Dancing Blade even worked with tipper mix-ups. So seeing how he's going to be going into this game, you already saw him display Bayonetta. So he does have two other characters that he can use, Jordan.
And let's take a look at those character cards for both MK Leo and Mango as they get set. And we remind you, they drafted 3 players. You have to use all 3 players at least once before you use another character again. You can write them out.
Okay, at least once. Gotcha.
You've got either
because they said
for Mango, you got the Inkling or Link as an
because earlier they say that you need to use all 3 before you can use them again.
You've got Inkling, you've got Link. It's a 1v1. So
we got some Inkling music.
Your strategy.
Because earlier they said that you need.
I mean, Inkling, I feel like might do
that you can only use all 3 once.
Some of the dynamics of Ink
it made it sound like that.
On your opponent, they get more damage.
You cannot use them again.
If you have
so to speak, after you go through all 3.
It causes the opponent.
The second time they mentioned that.
Walk slower while it's
the first time they mentioned that, they said that you have to go through all 3 before you can use them again.
From there, you can.
And they said it again this time too. So
in a one-on-one type situation, Link is also
well,
really
whatever.
good because his
those little details
detonate after
to the point where I just don't care right now.
So there's like a lot of
make me want to check on the chat room, see if anyone's here. Hello, who's here?
I have a feeling that he's gonna go Inkling. Yes, and Mango going Inkling, fulfilling the fans' desires and wants.
Sonic.
Oh my gosh, this stage from the Nintendo 64.
Mango was telling me how he really likes the way that Inkling plays, and he would probably want to play Inkling when it comes to this game. Character has a lot to offer, especially coming from the Splatoon series. You want to keep your eye out for that final smash, so you're going to see Mango try to go for the killer whale.
Yeah. And you see the ink cartridge next to the Inkling. You've got to remember you have to refill that. You can hold shield and B if you want to refill it. All of your ink-based attacks need to use that ink, and so not only the stage here, Fish, but it's ink management as well too if you're Inkling.
For sure. I mean,
that's a good concept right there.
Too much against a speedy guy like Sonic, and I just gotta say, I love that.
I love the concept they have there for the Inkling. That's awesome.
Come back into this game.
Yeah, Sabrina and her psychic Pokemon getting a great show here with Mango and MK Leo as both Sonic and the Inkling. Don't forget, Smash Balls are on, and here it comes. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, speaking of Smash Balls. Ooh.
Sending the Inkling out of the stage has a 3-2 stock advantage and a Smash Ball. So, Vicky, it's all about the timing when you use this. And here comes Super Sonic.
Yeah, you don't control it.
Dude, Super Sonic.
Creating a gigantic wave, preventing Mango from landing, but unfortunately not dealing as much damage as we thought, Jordan.
Yeah. MK Leo, 3-2 advantage, 75-32. You look at the health, 75 for MK Leo, 37 for Mango, and a nice little up air by MK Leo as he continues to keep the Mango and the Inkling at bay here, Fish.
Yeah, and I think because of how tall this stage is, it's kind of working out for Sonic. You saw MK Leo go on the right side bottom and not really fear.
Oh man, love the little details they did. Mango was throwing some ink at MK Leo and kept the link on Sonic. That's pretty cool.
The ink that sticks makes you take more damage in that instance.
Oh!
Pulling out the blaster, the Inkling able to make it 2-2. Now let's see if Mango can make
so that's ongoing damage.
Beautiful
wow.
There by MK Leo trying to keep Mango at bay. The roll dodge into the back throw, sending Mango off the stage. Oh, and the edge.
Dude!
There, how about that right there, Fish?
Yeah, I mean, he
nice edge guarding there.
And got that backer. He's putting in work right now. I can't say anything negative about MK Leo.
MK Leo, 2-1 stock advantage over Mango. Mango already at 47% damage, and Vicky, it seems like MK Leo doing a terrific job of juggling Mango in this matchup.
He's not letting Mango hang out at all whatsoever on this stage. MK Leo, you can tell he's here to stay in this tournament, even if it means eliminating his own teammate.
Son of a gun.
Yeah, I mean, it really feels like even the neutral game is being led by MK Leo. Just the hitboxes he's throwing out, Mango's kind of going into them or just reading where he's going. And he's getting all these combos, the up airs, stringing the up airs. What can Mango do? Can he bring this back?
Mango at 120, MK Leo at 42. MK Leo looking for one more splat on Mango at this point. You see the jab combo, that's going to cover Sonic with all sorts of it. And if you're Mango, you got to connect on a couple hits at this point. You know that Sonic's...
I see what he did there. Oh! Oh!
Smashed by the ink-covered Sonic.
Dude, okay, I'm really loving those Smash cutscenes there. That's awesome.
As we said, and as Vish pointed out,
that's
really
awesome.
Dominating the neutral game and
excellent
dominating
concept
the
there.
game as well too, against what we saw there in Mango and the Inkling.
Yeah, aside from trying out a different color, he was
Visual
able
concept.
to make sure
Let's
that
put it that
Mango
way.
had a really hard time landing onto the ground and consistently juggled him, Jordan.
Let's take a look at the updated bracket after that matchup and see what's happening here. And you see the couple of victories that we had in the winners round, which means what a matchup we'll have. Zero versus MK Leo here in the next winners matchup. 1v1. Both of those fighters able to advance on. So we'll obviously move to the elimination bracket at this point as we get set for our next matchup there.
Because the
Like we
winners
said,
of
rules in
the
elimination
winning bracket will
We
face
now have
the
a
winner of this
four-player
elimination bracket.
free-for-all. Smash ball on, items on between
Oh, doubles
Abadongo,
as in
Club,
teams.
Armada, and
Gotcha.
Mango.
2v2.
So
Okay.
Vince, you look
Duh.
at the rules,
One
the
was like
four-player
drawing blank
free-for-all.
there.
Where do you begin
Wow,
with
back.
strategy in this one?
Well, I see that there's 3 Melee players in the elimination round. I see that the finals have got 2 Smash Brothers for Wii U. Come on, Melee players. I know you have it in you. But as we go into this, I feel like it's going to be interesting because there's more items.
Actually,
on,
I'm going to
as we're
rewind
talking
that
about, and I
real
feel
quick.
like
And
that's going to introduce a lot of different kind of entropy on. As you see that there's
rules, the 4-player free-for-all.
oh, okay. So they only had 4 from the winners bracket. Okay. So for 8, so the 4 got knocked out. Did a doubles matchup. Wait, we got a couple people from there.
Where do you begin with strategy in this one?
Well, I see that there's 3 Melee players in the elimination round. I see that the finals have got 2 Smash Brothers for Wii U. Come on, Melee players. I know you have it in you. But as we go into this, I feel like it's going to be interesting because there's more items on, as you're talking about, and I feel like that's going to introduce a lot of different kind of entropy into the match. So there's going to be a definite random factor, so I feel like faster characters are going to be a little bit better in this kind of setting. And characters like, I feel like Ganondorf was a good example, or Ike was a really good example, where they're relatively fast, but they hit super hard in the air, so they can still get the smash ball when they need to. So characters like that are going to really work out well.
And let's look at the character card and see who we might be seeing in this 4-player free-for-all. Smash ball on, items on as well, too. Abadongo down to Mewtwo, Plup with Pit, Armada with Kirby, and Mango with Link. And so, really,
so it's going to be Mewtwo, Pit, Kirby, and Link.
Link being your heaviest one out there.
Yeah, and I'm so happy that we're going to finally be able to see Breath of the Wild Link Jordan. So it's going to be seeing how Link uses his bow and arrows. We saw that in the Direct earlier. He is able to pick up his own arrows and use double arrows whenever he uses his bow.
Yeah.
Let's get set for this 4-player free-for-all. As a reminder, only 1 player advances out of this matchup, so a lot on the line here as we continue along in the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018.
Actually, Mewtwo is also a very cool pick because of how much space his tail takes. If you do down tilt or forward tilt, it kind of just hits pretty decently hard. It can combo well, and it takes up a lot of space. So I think Mewtwo is also a really strong pick in this kind of setting.
And Vicky, you look at Mewtwo's tail and Link's sword, and a lot of times you hear some of these competitive players talk about disjointed hitboxes and hitboxes. How do those come into play with these characters? As we see Midna, the assist trophy.
What in the world, Midna assist trophy? Jeez.
In general, and look at Abba taking advantage of the healing field right there. He was lingering around it, and it allowed him to heal within the battlefield. So you're going to want to keep your eye out for these items.
Oh, we see the up smash into the air right now. And already Palkia flipping the screen upside down. And this is interesting against human characters. The controls are reversed, and so you might see a lot of these players not move as much at this point here, Vish.
Yeah, they kind of just stood still. Everyone was just
like
Link. What is going on here? I don't understand where I am. So everyone just took a little breather.
Oh my goodness.
Nicely done there, Pit. Wow.
Down air spike already trying to be pretty dominant within this free-for-all.
Oh, and we got
Smash ball.
Kirby using all his jumps to get up there, but no, Mango gets it and misses.
Oh, missed! Oh! I want to see Link win this round at least. Mango, he's from the U.S., so I want to see him.
If you want to make good use of them. You see Abadongo, Armada, Mango, all with 3 stocks. But how about Plup here, Vicky? 135, but all 4 stocks available.
He's doing a pretty good job at trying to edge guard Armada, makes it back into the stage. Armada trying to get away from Plup, notices that he's in his line of sight.
Assist trophy on play. Oh, and we have a Nintendo. Oh, that's a good boy. That's a good boy. Who's a good boy? Oh, yeah, he's a good boy. Plup at 135 still. All 4 stocks, but Plup
Oh, okay, that's why. Duh, it is a double elimination. Because the people who, is in this, the 2 people who is from up above, who's down here now, is their first loss. Okay. Pong.
Game 15. Everyone knows what game this is, obviously. Assist trophy. Plup is just doing a great job at just edge guarding nearly everyone on this match.
See Mango on the left-hand side of your screen as Link getting back up on the stage, trying to edge guard against Armada. Mewtwo connecting with the Shadow Ball as well, too. A couple of those 3-piece items still up for grabs. Nobody has one in their arsenal at this point. Plup trying to clear things out. Kirby doing a great job of clearing some real estate as well, too. Oh, and here comes Bomberman as an assist throw.
Oh, Bomberman. Nice.
Watch out.
Ooh, what? What? Dude.
The Shadow Ball connects with Link on the left-hand side of the screen.
Dude.
Down to his final stock here, Bish.
Yeah, that's another great part about Mewtwo. I mean, he's got huge hitboxes, and he can charge up a projectile that also...
Oh my gosh, I want to get this game so badly now.
Darkrai putting a few folks to sleep. Link going to go ahead and put on that jetpack. Nice up air by Plup. Plup sending Mewtwo off to the right-hand side of the screen. Mewtwo able to hang on and grab that ledge.
Yeah.
Plup still trying to clear people out, doing a great job. Has these 3 stocks. However, let's make that 2. And Armada's your leader with 3 stocks at 117.
And the Kyogre. What's going to happen here? Oh, okay. All right. But yeah, like you're saying, it felt like Abaddon or Plup had the advantage for quite some time, and then Armada kind of just snuck into the lead. There were just some careful play. Now he's staying on the top platform like that so he doesn't get hit, and he gets the smash ball. Armada with some optimal play right now.
Kirby and
Oh, good timing. Wow.
Has Link spinning right now, and that's going to send Mango out of the game at this point. Here's Electrode in the middle of the map, getting ready to explode. Players cautiously keep their space. Up, that's a dud.
Excuse me.
Hold on, keep an eye out for that, though.
Oh, you can...
Dude.
Mewtwo's eliminated by Electrode, and now it's down to Plup and Armada. Both fighters relatively at the same percentage health. Armada as Kirby, Plup as Pit. Only one fighter can advance, and now it shifts to one-on-one, Vicky, and where does your strategy change?
As you can see, Armada was playing extremely patient, sneaking his way up into the lead versus Plup. He was doing a great job at ledge guarding all his opponents, but it seems right here, Armada with the change of momentum.
Ooh, nice.
Once again,
Oh! Dude, I thought he hit Pit for sure.
Able to air dodge, and that's a critical point right there.
That is an amazing air dodge. It felt
Dude.
like just watching him go every time, he felt like he was just actually waiting for that defensive option. But
I thought he had them nailed. Oh.
Happy to take center stage.
That was cool.
Pushing Armada into the left
What was
side
that,
of the
Monopoly?
stage, doing a little bit of comboing. You see Armada, what he's trying to do is stay underneath Plup and get his up tilt combo started, leading into back air. And a decent amount of percent right now on Plup.
Plup doing a great job of blocking and punishing anytime Armada tries to come in with an attack. Both fighters unable to really connect, but here comes the side throw by Plup. Another item, that's going to be an air ball. Sends Armada off the side of the screen, but you know Kirby has that terrific recover. Here comes the War Star.
That's my items all.
And close this thing out.
Should have known that earlier. Which was the assist trophies. Dude, oh! Almost! Almost! Dude! I am peeking. I am turning my mic down.
He wanted to go for that edge guard with the down air, and then he got the up B and Plup teched it. This is some high level smash ultimate, and he gets the cut.
Oh! Oh!
Oh my.
Is 2 gonna
And he's gone! Dude! Dude!
Moves on from our 4-player free-for-all elimination round.
Whoa!
And how about that, the back and forth, but let's point out that highlight, that tech off the stage that we saw there, Vish.
Yeah, so he had, actually there was a warp star on the left side of the stage. Armada was just like, nah, I'm not even gonna go for it. He goes for the down air, and then he had to recover, so he goes for the up B, and then Plup is like, you know what, I'm just gonna tech that and make it.
A couple of highlights in this match, and Vicky, one of them came from the beautiful air dodge by Plup. You thought Kirby had things on set, ready to go to clear this out. Take us through what we see here.
As you can see, Armada was preparing himself to hit him and wait for the perfect opportunity to hit Plup, but in the perfect moment, look how Plup was able to avoid the shot. Immediately after that air dodge, he felt like he was unsafe, but was able to dodge right on time.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable display
of
being able to dodge, including the fact that we talk about the multiple dodges that you do here, Vish, the less effective they are.
Yeah, I mean, as if you do spot dodge or roll, each time it has a little bit more lag on it, so it becomes sluggish. So the game itself is not trying to it's promoting aggressive style of play. So if you're rolling and spot dodging quite a bit, it'll actually become slower and easier to punish. So Plup, even with that kind of disadvantage on the defensive option, still figures out how to do the spot or the air dodge into the roll to avoid that KO. That's crazy.
Completely changed the match. Let's take a look at the updated bracket as we continue to eliminate more and more fighters as we move along here into Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. Plup will move on. He will take on the loser of MK Leo and Zero coming up here next. But let's take a break from the high-stakes play with our professionals and bring on a few more special guests to tell us more about that. Give it up once again for TK Breezy.
I really like that entrance. Yeah, they give me the music and stuff. That's not even like my theme. You know, they could have gave me the Wii Fit Trainer theme. Would have been great. Anyway, Vicky.
It's been insane. How are you guys doing with the new Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?
You can taste that energy. You can really just pull that energy out the air right there. So, with that being said, again, we have another free-for-all match for you guys. 6 minutes, all items, and Smash Balls on. But this time, we have some special guests. So I'm gonna bring out these special guests real quick. Our first special guest being Devin Graham. And coming up against Devin Graham will be Alana Pierce. Also joining these two competitors will be Andre Meadows. And to round out this crew of homies is the ultimate homie, Zelda Williams.
Zelda Williams. Oh! Oh! I know her.
They know the name. They know who it is, man. So here we are.
Took me a second there for me.
6 minutes. Okay, all items, Smash Bros. So it's gonna get a little chaotic here on the stage. But Vicky, what are you expecting to see?
So, Zelda Williams, no stranger to all of us in the community. We saw her from the last Super Smash Bros. Invitational, I believe, representing Link. So, TK, I'm actually pretty excited to see who she'll be playing now, but we can't count our other fighters out either.
I got a little inside information in the back, but I'm gonna go ahead and let the game speak for itself as we seem to be ready. Everyone's gearing up, ready to go. I gotta get right behind them. I gotta get the bird's eye view, basically. I'm taller than all of them, so I can just, you know?
Not me, TK.
Let's get a better view.
Yeah, she is tall.
So here we are, Villager, Kirby, Pac-Man, and Sheik. Devin on Villager, Alana on the Kirby.
At least, what looks
Andre on the Pac-Man,
6 feet, if not
Zelda
6
rocking
feet.
the Sheik, which is still basically Zelda. So, hey, she's canon. She's canon.
She's canon, although not Link playing Sheik. Now you guys could see Sheik at her finest within the new Super Smash Bros. Game. And TK, how destructive is this match right now? Already summoning Kyogre.
I mean, that's a big pickup as a Pokemon. As you can see, he's just going to be blasting you off the side. And if you don't have a great recovery, that's exactly what happens to you. Neither Villager nor Kirby able to get back from that situation. And now we have a solid lead.
And look at Andre just chilling. He knows he's good right now, holding on to 52%. throwing the hydrant at them, and Alana pushing everyone away from her. Just wants to avoid Devin at all time. Look at the tree, TK.
Hold up, we got Alatios on the screen. That's also a great Pokemon pickup as it's doing a lot of damage. Sometimes if you're high up on damage, it will end up knocking you off. Unfortunately, this time for Zelda, did not do such, and here we are, a new assist. He's gonna come back though. You think it's over, but it's never over. He's coming right back. And we might be gone this time.
No,
he might be gone.
Now we're gone. No, he's definitely back, TK. It's for those of you who love the Pikmin series.
Whoa. So right now, as you can see, you know, the only person really keeping percentage right now was Devin with this villager, but however, that has been eradicated immediately. That KO gonna go ahead and rock him, but so is another KO right here onto Alana and Zelda. Sorry, I mean, Andre is sitting pretty. I mean, without even looking at the score, I feel like I haven't seen Andre really hit off the screen, so he's sitting pretty.
And Alana getting that big sword kill, doing a great job. And who's gonna get these Pokeballs?
Andre finally dropping a stock here. Alana though sitting at 58%. Honestly, I feel like in this build in itself, I've seen more Pokemon than I've seen in the actual games. I mean, everyone's out here Pokemon Masters. Crazy.
I was gonna hype up Sukapong right there. Andre summoning Sukapong. For those of you who do know what one of the newer games are.
All right. So here we are on the flat part of the stage. It is going to pick back up and start traveling yet again. That is what the stage is known for. We still got Andre holding it down, but here we go. Back on the stage. Oh, the villager chop almost probably getting a KO with that tree. I mean, it is still a very strong attack, and Andre's still sitting pretty close to 100. I mean, he's got to watch out for himself. He's got the highest percentage on the map right now. About to hit the halfway mark in this match. Kind of want to know who's actually on the lead, man. I wish I had those scores up there. You know what I mean?
And it's getting a little hot in here as Devin was doing a really good job at avoiding his opponents and continuously racking damage, TK.
All right.
I have a feeling, Zelda
just barely living right there. Gonna go ahead and hit the rock drop. I mean, a very signature Kirby
That's
move.
not very
Still does a lot of knockback here in this game, just as one would expect.
Zelda Williams is probably playing out Zelda.
Final counter from deep, from the top rope.
Makes sense.
This is gonna be a real problem. All right, we actually got a Star Wars battle right now. There's all kind of blade beams on here.
Definitely safe.
All right, now, honestly, I've been watching Alana the entire time. She's managed to keep this stock for quite a bit, and I feel like I've been watching whoever has the highest percentage the most just to see how they're going to be able to live for as long as they can. I mean, you know, we've been talking about the knockback changes here, and how it looks like you're always about to drop off, but it's just a sped-up knockback, but still about the same amount of knockback that you normally would see.
Not only that, though, but it also shows you an indicator as to who is in the lead, so you already know what it means when you see someone glowing, and it means, get him, boys.
Get him, boys. Here we are, Andre. Oh, okay, that was off, but hold on. Okay, I had to make sure I was looking at it from a different angle. I thought that might have been the fake one. Is he going to pop off? Does he know how to use it? He's got to drop the weapon first. He's got to hit the B button. Okay, there we go. Woo! I wasn't sure.
Building his man a house.
Got it. So did he stock off that? He did get a stock off that. I did see the KO. Good stuff to Devin actually dropping out that final smash. It's a little late on the draw, but it does not matter if you're late to the party as long as you still turn up. And that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, Tom Nook with that eviction notice. Devin doing a pretty good job. Tries to regain his stage control, but oh my goodness, the destruction coming from here. Zelda trying to linger a little bit behind, not trying to get hit too often.
I got some inside information for all of the character picks so far. Honestly, earlier Alana was asking me about
and welcome to my
I think she was out there, like, she didn't really like the changes, or didn't want to get used to them, so she went with the bread and butter of Kirby. Zelda's saying, you know what, I want to play Zelda, but I'm going to play Sheik because it's a little faster. And oh, so Galio! Everybody's getting
Zelda Sheik.
Yeah, someone needs to call him Lunala.
A minute left here in the game, folks, and again, man, Zelda Williams, there's another shot right here. Andre,
Zelda has played
he's only got 2%, and the only highest percent here right now happens to be Alana, but either way, there's such low percentage, we've got to see what's going to happen here these next few seconds, as I feel like we can get at least 1 or 2 more KOs here in the last 45 seconds of this game.
TK, there's only 40 seconds on the clock, and so much destruction has been happening all around us. We've about seen only one smash ball happen on the stage, 2 smash balls at that.
The smash balls may not be coming out a lot, but the Pokeballs are definitely showing up. We got a Meowth on stage, throwing the paydays. And a lot of actually trying to throw hands with the house. I mean, if you got behind him or maybe on top of him, possibly, but not the Pokemon game I've ever
15 seconds.
Snorlax! Get out of the way because you are going down with him.
Snorlax.
It's going to be a real problem here, folks. I mean, this is down to the wire. Zelda only 6 seconds on the clock. Zelda and Devin susceptible to getting a stock taken. She barely lives in. And here we are. Let's see who is the winner.
Ever connecting at the very last second, TK.
Pac-Man, Andre.
Look, I said the boy was sitting pretty. I saw the beginning of that game, and I was like, this dude right here, okay? This dude, Andre.
Zelda in fourth.
The best opener I've ever seen in a free-for-all, and he just managed to run with that for the rest of the time. So, congratulations to our people. Let's get another round of applause for our special guest who decided to play with us. But as I said, man, that was a lot of fun. We're going to get back into the glory part of this. We got to see who's going to make it to that winner's side finals. And we're going to get that going for you right now. The Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. Throwing it back to our casters.
Thank you very much. Big round of applause for TK Breezy once again. Nicely done, my friend. We've had a chance to see a couple of exhibition matches, and, you know, Vish, you look at all the action that happens, and those items can certainly come into play when it's a 4-player free-for-all.
I'm seeing a trend of Pac-Man in these. Well, what's going on there? But yeah, I really do feel like items add so much just kind of variation to the game, and I feel like even at the levels of the special guests, I feel like the items just add even more kind of randomness, you know? Just whoever gets it gets so much more of a power-up. They're not going to be able to dodge it nearly as well, you know?
Let's get set for a matchup in our winner's side, trying to find a finalist out of that to get to grand finals. Let's look at the bracket now as we get set for what appears to be a titanic matchup between Zero and MK Leo. 1v1 Smash Ball is still on. Items are off. The winner of this will move on to our grand finals. And the character selection as well, too. We know that both of these fighters have used 2 of their 3 characters, so by process of elimination, it's going to be Sheik for Zero, Snake for MK Leo, and let's just put some more historical reference on
the other
this here,
people
Vicky,
have
a matchup of these 2 types of caliber of players.
This is no strange match, Jordan. We are very used to seeing these type of players. Unfortunately, when Zero retired, we had not seen him play MK Leo for quite some time. So watching the comeback on this stage for the Super Smash Bros. Invitational is insane.
Both these fighters getting set for a big-time matchup, a
think
spot
in
the grand finals as well, too.
One,
and Vish, you just look at the ability that these players have. This is a game that they haven't really had a chance to play for that long, but some of those same principles get ready to help them move along. Let's get set for action here, though. 1v1, MK Leo versus Zero.
Oh, man. I'm actually, it's crazy that Zero actually saved the Sheik for at this juncture of the tournament, because I feel like that's probably his strongest character in his arsenal just from the little that we got to watch him play. Because the forwarders still kind of link in a very similar way to Smash for Wii U, and you get the bouncing fish in a very similar way as well. But air dodges are not nearly as strong, so bouncing fish actually becomes like such a strong tool. Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about that, Vicky.
Yeah, aside from that, I feel like bouncing fish actually comes out a lot quicker, and the grenades, Sheik's grenades no longer sends her into free fall, so she is now able to recover without accidentally SD.
Oh man.
MK Leo at 49, Zero at 49. Both these fighters still at neck and neck, even at this point, 3 stocks each. Now we look at the advantage as Zero doing a terrific job with the juggle off the stage here, Vicky.
Yeah, Snake now still has bomb recovery. He could also throw a grenade in 3 different distances depending on how close to yourself that you hold the analog stick. And it's insane. Zero, though, showing that Snake is nothing with that up smash. Catching his landing again, Jordan.
Zero with the pair of up smashes gives him the early 3-2 stock advantage. And Vish, already we're seeing the speed of Zero versus MK Leo and Snake.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's doing a really good job just kind of being underneath where MK Leo is, and he gets those tilts into those forward air combos. That's just so much damage, so much consistent damage from Zero. Feels like MK Leo can't get quite the same damage output that he is, but he has the Smash Ball all to himself, and he gets it along with the stock.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Oh, that
Smash Ball.
Oh!
Leads to a pin, but here comes another one. Can Zero snag it? Oh, it's going to be MK Leo.
Oh, MK Leo did.
Excuse me, Zero with this. MK Leo gets the Smash Ball, trying to get Zero in his sights. Looking for the shot. Is it going to be enough to get 0-0? Doing a fine job there, Vicky, hopping off stage.
Yeah, Zero doing a great job at avoiding that final smash. Quite unfortunate, but it was meant to be. Leo's gravity does sometimes stink, Jordan.
A couple of up tilts by Zero right here into the juggle in the mid-air. Beautiful job on the forward air, and we see Zero continuing to apply that pressure here, Vish.
Yeah, and another strong part of Sheik's play in this particular iteration is that the back air is really, really strong. So any kind of off-stage edge guard that he gets like that might actually KO. And we get the forward smash, still not quite great.
Mic check, mic check.
MK Leo
down my audio a little bit.
To recover this point. That up B
Or
gets him on the edge,
just
but then the 1-2 grab to
see
the
where
side
my mic
throw.
was at.
Nicely done by Zero right there, Vicky.
Yeah, and as you can see, Snake's up tilt
Ooh.
is still as strong as those who have played Super Smash Bros. Brawl have witnessed. It also kills. Vish, I know you've seen this a few times yourself.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. And even you saw MK Leo coming back with the up B. It does have like a bit of super armor, so even though Zero hit it, it did not actually knock him out of it. And now he's recovering so high. And
Come on, KO.
That's a great mix up. He dropped
Yeah.
at the same time, so it was actually kind of scary for Zero to go there and edge guard him. And he, what a play for MK Leo to do the bomb like that, and just now it's just 1-to-1, guys.
Couple of stocks are swapped at that point. Both these fighters looking for a spot in the grand finals, down to their final stock. Zero versus MK Leo. You see the C4 in the middle of the map at this point right now. You got to watch out for that, Vicky.
Yeah, as you see right here, Zero actually playing a lot more patient, as now he's deciding to be a little bit more aggressive by the ledge. Wants to, oh my goodness, Leo though with the setup.
Oh, come on, Zero.
Taking advantage of the fact that he's deciding to contest him in the air.
Zero trying to zone out MK Leo at this point, trying to put a little bit more distance between him and MK Leo, but you just see the consistent pressure by the projectiles, but MK Leo, Zero, with the air
Zero.
Oh my god, he brought this all the way back, man. That's so much percent out there, and I like the way that MK Leo is playing. He's just kind of staying back and putting mines, putting grenades, but Zero just kind of dashed in, because that's a really good play against this kind of defensive style. And he's got needles of his own. He's got some projectiles.
See a couple of grenades come out, trying to keep Zero at bay at this point. Zero at 90%, MK Leo 48.
Oh!
Zero sent to the top of the screen, still able to hold on there though, Vicky.
And I like how Leo is hanging around the right side of the platform, watching it go up and down, and acknowledging where he could throw his grenades to continuously pressure Zero.
Yeah, and Zero also kind of making a good advantage of that same particular location by kind of just jumping and forward airing as soon as he sees MK Leo going, and a bomb. Oh, he goes for the bouncing fish way off the top. This is crazy. Oh, man.
Up B by MK Leo to get back on stage to grab.
That's whoa.
Zero still able to stay alive on the upper platform. MK Leo trying to put some pressure on Zero, find his way into the grand finals. Can Zero cause a comeback here though? MK Leo, Zero, both trying to figure each other out, but here comes a juggle from Zero here, Vish.
Oh my god, and he's going
Oh! Oh! Dude!
Look at this pop off.
Popping off, man.
Oh my gosh!
Down like 50-60% the entire time, and he goes for a bouncing fish right at the end.
That was
Oh
so
my
smart
gosh!
Because he recognized that Leo had been using his rolls quite often around the end, and as we
Oh my gosh,
discussed,
dude,
defensive
Oh.
play is not as rewarded as aggressive play.
Right.
And you obviously see just how tightly contested that matchup of MK Leo and Zero was. But you look at the pressure that Zero was able to apply with Sheik throughout the entire match, and MK Leo using a lot of those bombs and projectiles from Snake to keep him at bay. Wasn't enough though to overcome. Take us through this instant replay here, Vish.
Yeah, so he's recovering high. He uses the bomb there as he's dropping it, so it's kind of a big mix-up, so it doesn't seem like he's going to hit him, but he actually ends up igniting the bomb right at the end. It takes out both of them on that right side stage there and makes it even when he was down a little bit. That's crazy.
High stakes right there. Let's take a look at the updated bracket here in just a moment. But however, this is when it was 1-1 here, Vicky, and just the bouncing fish was the final KO that decided this one.
Yeah, he recognized that Leo only option was to make it back towards the stage, and he was able to capitalize off of it, Jordan.
Zero gets the victory. He will move on to grand finals. MK Leo, he's not done yet though. He'll take on Plup in the finals of the elimination bracket. So we view that bracket and we see how MK Leo now moves on down to that. Smash ball on, items on though for this one here, Vish. So this will certainly change the strategy up as both these fighters look to find a spot in the grand finals.
For sure, for sure. And just with how close that was, it feels like MK Leo is definitely hungry for that comeback to make it all the way back there. But Plup is no short on being a great competitor on his own. And I'm curious to see what the last character they have in that slot is, because that's going to really determine how this 1v1 is going to go.
Let's take a look at the character cards for both of these fighters as they get set. As we said earlier, each fighter had to choose 3 characters, and now the book is completely open. Now that you've gone through all 3, you can choose whomever you would like to. You see Ridley, Pit, and Villager available for Plup, MK Leo, Bayonetta, Snake, and Sonic. So a plethora of choices here, Vicky.
Yeah, I could definitely see Leo most likely opt for Sonic. He did do a really good job playing Sonic, so I could see him maybe contest for that, or possibly Bayonetta, although the Snake showcase was pretty exciting. Coming from Plup, we saw his amazing pit play, consistently ledge guarding his opponent, so maybe we're going to see the pit come back.
And Vish, if you're Plup, do you maybe go with Ridley, a character that we haven't seen much of at all, because you know how well these players scout each other and know these characters in and out as far as attacking and defending against them. Do you throw a curveball there with Ridley, potentially?
Yeah, I mean, because Ridley was just so recently announced, I mean, and they didn't get to play it very much, and the character design as a whole is just so new. Something like that could work out really well. I'm curious to see whether MK Leo would go Bayonetta, because you can't really ladder the same way you do, ladder combo the same way you do as in Smash for Wii U. So it's not quite as potent as it was, but it still kind of operates in a very similar way, just the combo style and the play style of Bayonetta. But we have Bayonetta versus Ridley. Plup is laying it all down on the line. And MK Leo going Bayonetta. This is going to be a good one, guys.
Two of the most recent additions to the Super Smash Bros. Universe. And early on, Vicky, your thoughts on the character selection and what we got going here in this 1v1?
Well, I'm just so happy that we're going to finally see more showcase moves from Ridley. As those of you who were tuning into the Nintendo Direct, Ridley's down B has no knockback, but he just jab Vish.
45%. He just had him in the corner there.
The Smash Ball, okay.
How's it feel, Bayonetta?
Smash Ball.
That's funny.
That'll make a huge difference, and look at what we got going on here, Vish.
Oh my God! This is such a beautiful final smash. A bigger Ridley just destroyed Ridley. Is that what I just saw?
Oh my goodness.
MK Leo with the early
Wheelie from a
okay. Bomber on the stage here, Vicky. You can pick that up. And all of a sudden it's 4-2 MK Leo with a sizable advantage, Vicky.
Yeah, and although MK Leo does have the advantage, Ridley does have the damage output necessary to make this comeback.
Oh yeah, for sure. We saw that the down B does what, 51%? That's nuts. And what?
Dude.
What game is this?
Oh my
What game is this?
Green's being such a low stage to the top. Bayonetta just does Bayonetta things, and we just gotta deal with it.
Yeah.
MK Leo taking Plup to cruising out to Hoot and a couple of KOs. MK Leo trying to hang on, really trying to get the punish off the edge of the edge. Bayonetta unable to get back on stage with Ridley. He certainly does, and it's now 3-1. But you see Plup at 106 trying to edge guard against Bayonetta. It's going to be another combo and juggle off the top of the screen. And that is game.
Okay.
As Bayonetta taking Plup and
I can't wait for the finals now. Oh man.
Several KOs right there.
So disregard what I said earlier. Bayonetta still got it. Bayonetta's back on the block, looking as great as ever.
Well, we talked about it before. When you get your hands on a new character like Ridley, you don't get a lot of hours to put that practice in and understand every single nuance. And then obviously Bayonetta, every player is going to be different in each new game of the Super Smash Bros. Series. And we saw MK Leo.
That is true.
Technician
That
right
is
there,
true.
Vicky.
Yeah, I mean, he told me himself, he was like, I'm going to play Bayonetta, and I'm going to show everyone what I could do with her in the new Smash Brothers Ultimate, Jordan.
Oh, my God.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket as we get set for our grand finals here shortly. MK Leo advancing out of the elimination bracket, had a very short stay there. Didn't need to pack too big of a bag for that.
That's
which means our grand finals are set. MK Leo versus Zero. It will be a best of three between these two,
kind of
and
plays
you have the option for a bracket
Smash
reset
4.
if MK Leo is victorious. But before we get to that, let's go ahead and bring out our man TK Breezy to tell us what's coming up next.
I'm over here like I'm really doing something, you know what I mean? I'm just talking. Vish. Vish, that last match was disgusting.
Yeah, Bayonetta's pretty good.
Vish. Vish, you don't understand, okay? We thought we were getting away.
We thought. You thought wrong,
We thought wrong. But what we're not getting away from is some more high-flying matches, obviously, man. And I got some great guests for you. So we're going to go ahead and introduce some real quick. And up first, that is the WWE superstar, Ember Moon. Okay. And playing with her will be American professional football player Mike Daniels.
Mike Daniels? Oh, okay, I've heard of him. And they got Spirit Tracks music in the background. Nice.
Also playing
oh my
with
gosh,
him
just like what a
will
deep
be
ass devil song. One of them.
Olivia Holt.
Olivia Holt? Her face looks familiar.
Real star power on this stage.
Never heard her
Real
name
star
before.
power. But for the Smash boys and girls out there, the leader of the Naifu Nation, Nairo!
Nairo makes it. Somehow Nairo makes it.
Don't know who he is.
He's in his own right, okay?
He's definitely his own.
You see the sub count? It's crazy.
The Naifu Nation
YouTuber.
is so happy in chat right now. This seems a little bit.
All right, now I know you're probably like, man, this seems a little bit one-sided. Well,
it's a new game.
We kind of even it out, okay? We even it out.
It's a new game.
Check it out. It's a 3v1.
Is it really a 3v1?
I'm not. Look at the screen. Look at the screen.
It's a 3v1.
Dude.
Let's go.
It's a 3v1.
3v1. Oh, get him. 3 versus 1. Can Nairo do it?
This is it's a 3v1. All the rest of the rules are still the same. So Nairo, you know, it's 6 minutes. Items. It's no team attack.
Music.
No team attack.
3v1. No team attack. 6 minutes. Items and smash balls.
Poor Nairo.
Can he do it? Okay. Can he really overcome?
This is your chance, Nairo. This is your
just
chance at the
pulled up his
Invitational.
YouTube channel.
You better shine, my man.
Honestly, man, look. When I was backstage, I was talking to him, okay? I was talking to all the stars, you know. I was telling him, I was letting him know. I said, look. Oh, dang.
Got some fans.
Okay.
I wonder who the crowd favorite is, TK. What do you think?
Pikachu, Kirby, and Donkey Kong. What kind of Pikachu is that?
I said it. I was like, look here. Nairo, regardless of what happens on this stage, all right, the crowd was going to be on his side, but I told them as well, if they beat Nairo in this format, you don't have to give the specifics. Just tell people you beat Nairo. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't give the specifics.
Yeah. You beat Nairo in the first game of Smash Ultimate. That is quite the reputation to have.
That is very true. I mean, honestly, if he was in the tournament himself, he could have been in the finals as well. But now we're gonna see if he's gonna be able to clutch it out. Again, no team attack, okay? So they can just throw moves at him the entire time.
Yeah, they can actually.
All right.
And earlier when they said WWE Superstar and looked at that for a short bit.
This crowd loving Nairo right now.
I was not expecting Diva at all.
He's not even on the DK. And the first time.
Not AD.
Ember Moon is in it.
DIVA. It's not ADVA.
Not just WWE, she's got it in Smash too.
DIVA. ADIVA. It's A space DIVA.
With the grenades too. I want to see.
It's looking like John Cena or something like that.
Either way, Nairo's back on the board.
Hey,
even though
cool.
it is a 3v1, Nairo does kind of slightly have an advantage because everyone.
I think John Cena's fighting right now.
Everyone on the team, on either team, gets KO'd. Nairo gets 3 points, they get 1.
But every time they KO him, he gets one. They only get 1 total. Right. Oh my God! Oh!
Dude.
What is he doing? Nairo's popping off. Oh my!
You didn't have to do it to him. The box combo.
The Nairo. He's smiling. You see him smiling? He's
Dude.
so happy.
Dude.
Oh my God. The Naifu Nation is strong right now.
The heck was that slow-mo?
I need to see another. That's a Nairo combo now.
Instant replay. And is he gonna get the smash ball?
That's a real one too.
Is he gonna get the smash ball?
Oh, he's keeping everybody at bay.
Oh
Back airs are flying. They're trying to get. Oh, hold up. Oh, he knocked off. He's coming back though. It's on the other side. Nairo still not getting this ball. Get it, Mike.
Someone get the ball. Red team, get the ball. Donkey Kong, Kirby, somebody help them. My man TK is he's done. He's done. He's done.
There's 3 of you. All right. You know what? We'll keep moving. No, that smash ball was never meant to be. That's all. That could have been the game-winning smash ball, right there.
But no.
I mean, we got another 3 minutes. But however, that could have got it back in the lead at the very least.
Oh, and Mike with the forward smash. Not going down without a fight.
Definitely not going out with a fight, man. Mike, he's been trying to stay on top of Nairo the entire time. Somebody. Oh, everybody get a piece.
Oh my God! Do you see the way he grounded it with the side B and they just went to town?
That was actually an OD team combo right there.
Yes.
All over the
Yeah.
place.
And Diva there.
I'm put him in the ground. You gonna do some extra damage. I got the crash to the back.
Nairo gets the scissor though. The throwback Pokemon. Let's go.
Alright, so Nairo, as I said, even though Nairo is susceptible to taking more damage than them, over time because of them all being on a team, he has all of them pretty much in KO percentage.
Yeah, and he could just go up 3 right now.
Yeah.
In like a span of 2 minutes. Okay, he get.
In fact, look at that. That's 2 points right. I think he just curved it. Oh! Okay.
Missing the punch.
Olivia Ho, she was going big. She was going big for it.
Yeah.
Oh
my God. He's igniting on him.
Nairo, you can't do this to these people.
Oh my God.
Dude.
It's over, dude. Nairo's killing it.
Over, dude.
Nairo's killing it.
Listen, we got 2 minutes left, and Nairo's already done 2 amazing combos on these. I mean, the entire team gets in the combo too. That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, they're doing the Donkey Kong side B again. I think that's a great combo starter that they need to get more of. Got the fire flower. Oh, all right, that's good.
Okay, hold on.
And
This could be big. This could be big.
And he gets the aim. But
We got it.
Yes. Crucial. That was a necessary stock to take.
I mean, honestly, Ember has kind of been putting the team on the
Wow.
back. I could have saw a one-on-one.
Yeah, man.
I'm just saying, I could have saw a one-on-one.
Oh yeah.
So right now, though, what I have noticed, okay, so this assist trophy, it just zooms in the screen, but as the screen is zooming in, so do the blast zones. So as the blast zones are getting closer, anyone getting hit now is more susceptible to lose that stock. Just as we see DK in the background taking an up tilt at like 6, and he's gone.
Man, that's crazy because on 3-on-1s, like you're talking about, Nairo could just get really quick KOs with the squid system.
That's a difficult assist trophy if it's against you. Holy cow.
One off Nairo. And the black hole.
Oh, the fake one!
He's
Dude.
igniting everything.
He's got the full item combo.
He put the black hole with the hammer. How does he do it?
You can't get through that. Okay, we got another one.
It's OP.
We're dropping it.
Volt tackle. Oh, Volt tackle misses his mark though.
All right, well, to be real, if she didn't know about the changes, honestly, I forgot to. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot to.
We'll get that through.
Look at her reaction there. That's funny.
The Red Team, they managed to get some great stock off of Nairo, but Nairo has also been getting some crazy, 3v1 KOs. So.
And Nairo's just kind of using his recovery a little bit more, just staying off the stage. Oh man, okay, and then he finally losing the stock. And they're synchronized. You see that, the way they were waiting right before he came down? They figured it out.
Yeah, man. Here we go. I kind of want to see Nairo still go in here. See if he can get one last combo in these last 17 to 15 seconds here left and on the clock. I mean, he's actually
Probably too little too late, though, for the Red Team.
Oh, they will get a stock.
That might be something.
He's fast falling. Maybe think he's gonna get the barrel, but he did not.
On.
That'll do it.
Let's see who ends up getting the win here.
The YouTuber, yeah.
Nairo.
Man, please show the. Oh, they don't show.
I need to see those points.
Yeah, please tell me.
All right, guys, and that was a beautiful exhibition match. Again, give it up to our competitors here. But obviously, the action does not stop.
Hey,
we gotta get into
Stefan, how's it going?
Finals here
Welcome to my stream. Welcome to my channel.
Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018. I'm gonna throw it back to the casters. Want to get this thing going.
Give it up one more time for TK Breezy. Excellent job bringing them
If you're
out
new to
there.
the channel, consider
As you said,
subscribing,
we're getting set for the grand finals.
clicking the
Leo
like button,
versus Zero.
and
Just sort of put this into perspective as far as
follow that by the
these
bell
players,
icon to
their
be notified
history,
by
how great they are, Vicky. We talked a
content
little bit
in
about
the
this. It's
future.
sort of
Gonna
the
upload coming
present
tomorrow.
and the future.
You do not want to
as
miss
far
out on
as
that because I will
domination
be
in the Super
commenting
Smash
back.
Brothers community.
I will be.
I just want to say that
an active
after
person
this
in the comments
invitational,
continues
if
to be
Zero
refreshing
gets
for
his
about
two-step, if Zero
45
proceeds
minutes
with the second
after
win
the
of an
upload,
invitational,
so
then he better come out of retirement because we are
for the
finally
first
seeing
45
our
minutes
grand
after
finals
it
match:
gets released.
Zero versus MK Leo.
Yeah, and he's pulling out the scarf again. Let's go, Scarf Army in full effect. But as we saw in the previous match, that all three characters are unlocked again, so they can start from fresh. Smash Ball is off, items are off. It's going to be a nice little one-on-one, a clean
Smash
little
Ball
one-on-one.
Stage
off,
hazards will be
items
off
off,
as well
everything's
too, so
off.
you do
Okay.
get a pretty good replica of some high-level competitive play between these two. There is the opportunity for a bracket reset. If MK Leo can take the first best of three, we will reset the bracket. It is double elimination, but if you're Zero,
That's
you're
true.
2 wins away from becoming the champion. So take me through maybe some of this character strategy. We saw what MK Leo
Wait,
Vicky,
2
was able
wins
to
away?
do with Bayonetta. Do we see if Zero counters with Sheik, or what type of decision do you think we might see from these
I
players?
see the
I'm
loss
kind
counter
of
is
expecting
reset.
Sheik. Funny that you mention it, Jordan. Bayonetta. Is she going to be the best character in Super Smash Brothers Ultimate Vish?
Also, after
I mean,
this
that
stream,
last
I'm
night
doing
was
another
kinda-
stream very
kinda
shortly
crazy,
after
dude,
this
the
one,
ladder combos
playing some
still in full
Osu with
effect.
a friend of
But
mine.
yeah, it's going to be interesting to see
Stick
what
around, 'cause
Zero
you
does,
don't wanna
'cause I
miss
think
that.
MK Leo's
It's gonna be
pretty
a lot of fun.
comfortable with his Bayonetta
Lots
pick,
of
just
fun
based on how things
indeed.
are going. I feel like Zero is going to go Sheik because it felt like he got a few of his own combo initiations and combo setups going in terms of his forward air.
Not
in
a
terms
bad
of his bouncing
idea.
fishes
Yeah,
off
Sheik
stage.
is a good
So
one.
I think that's the matchup we're going to see, but I mean, we could just see a curveball with something else. What do you think?
Let's get set for these grand finals of the Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018. MK Leo taking on Zero. Final destination. Smash Ball off, items off, and we get set as these two titans get ready to square off against each other. The characters will be, it's a Mario for Zero taking on Bayonetta for MK Leo. So no surprises with MK Leo, but Zero going with Mario.
Yeah, Mario also had a lot of decent up tilt setups that he had before, and even the up air string really well. So I think this could work out too. He's got the combo setups with Mario as well. Curious to see how this one goes.
Grand finals, best of 3, one-on-one, smash ball off, items off as well too.
That's best of 3, okay.
Beautiful up tilt as well too. Mario with the back air and the up tilt, a nice little juggle right there, Vicky.
Yeah, Bass within not being as safe as you may think from the previous game, but MK Leo applying a good amount of pressure. Zero playing everyone's favorite plumber, trying to play as safe as possible, does not want to get caught in that witch twist, Jordan.
Grab into the down throw from Zero, unable to turn that into a combo right there, and then you continue to look at the constant pressure that MK Leo is applying on Zero here, Fish.
Yeah, it feels like grab combos are not quite as potent. It's more just for like positioning. We saw him try to go for the up air. We saw Bayonetta try to go with her throw as well, and not really connecting too much. So I think aerials, that was amazing spacing to be right outside that hitbox. Zero's crazy.
Double forward smash?
Yeah.
He is crazy.
Zero doing a great job of blocking that down air from
MK
Leo.
He's always crazy.
MK Leo at 95, 0, 92. These fighters have been so equally matched throughout this tournament. Now comes the edge guard phase by MK Leo. Zero able to get back on the stage.
MK Leo, wow.
Leo sending Zero off. Zero looking for the recovery. Able to get back on, Vicky.
Yeah, I like the use of the cape right there. It's able to stall his recovery, but unfortunately not going to be enough as Leo continuously goes down there and edge guards him with the back air.
Yeah, so the ledge has similar mechanics to Smash for You, where you get the ledge front, but you don't get the back air afterwards that you do in Smash for Wii U. So going out there before you even get the ledge is a great way to get the edge guard. You saw him just get the hit before you could even contest the edge.
Mario into the down tilt. Gets smash against MK Leo, and it's now 2 stocks to 2.
Nice.
Zero. It's moving fast. Okay, the combo and Diablo.
Yeah,
okay.
he is fast.
All right, but no more up tilt combos here.
Do up to 74 already. Do. 24/7.
MK Leo though makes it back onto the stage.
It looked like he was getting something started, especially with a forwarder at the end and then using the flood and trying to cape right after. This is some high level already. I'm really liking what I'm seeing in this one-on-one.
Zero able to avoid the KO from the jungle that we saw at the top. MKLeo so well known for that. It's 92 for MKLeo, 85 for Zero. Down to 2 stocks here in our first of 3 in the grand finals, Vicky.
Like to note that SDI is not as prominent within Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Also, guys, if I hear any chance from the crowd,
and unfortunately, with that air dodge,
that mentions Zero's name, I'm joining in with them.
Back onto the stage.
A mishap by Zero. It's going to cost him a stock.
I am going to be joining in with them for sure.
MKLeo here, Vish, you want to make the most of this 1 stock advantage, but there goes that advantage.
Yeah,
wow.
Our final stock here in the first match of the grand finals. Bayonetta with the up tilt. MKLeo at 0. Zero at 45% when it comes to health. Oh, we see the perfect shield right there.
Yeah, and perfect shielding in this game actually happens when the shield goes down. So you have to be shielding and then you let go at the proper timing, and it does the perfect shield as opposed to previously where it would be when the shield came up.
Bayonetta getting Zero into that combo. Zero able to get out of there. MKLeo applying the pressure, the grab, side throw, trying to punish on the edge right there. Up B by Zero to get back on stage, Vicky.
Very smart of Zero to keep his jump in that instant.
Ooh!
He's going to be getting out of it.
Oh, first game will go
Dang,
to MKLeo. Best of 3 in
jeez.
this grand finals. If
Well
MKLeo
played.
can steal 2 out of these 3, we reset the bracket. What did you like from what he was doing with Bayonetta in that matchup?
I like the way he was edge guarding. As soon as Zero was way far off, he was trying to shoot.
You sit the back as in like
before Zero could even do the up Bs to get the ledge, he would go out there and do the edge guards. At the end, though, Zero tried to mix him up by doing the up B earlier and get on stage, and we see the magnet hands are not nearly as strong as they were before. So I'm liking the little mix-ups that we're seeing from both of these players.
And Vicky, you pointed it out. We saw a little bit of a mishap from Zero. He went with that air dodge with Mario, and the lag is so long after that. We saw the self-inflicted KO, and that was a critical stock in this match.
It's quite unfortunate. Directional air dodge actually has a lot of ending lag, so you don't want to do it too high above the ground. You kind of want to do it closer to the ground so that way you can take advantage.
Excuse me.
Also, at the same time, Jordan, we can't be dodging too much in this game or else it starts slowing down.
It certainly does. Both these fighters have the chance to change their characters as they get set. So let's get you set for game 2 in this grand finals. We're looking for a potential bracket reset.
So they took out
can get the victory over Zero. Zero is just 2 games away from becoming our Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018 champion. And we have Sheik versus Sonic, a couple of very speedy characters here, Vish.
For sure, and like we were mentioning
excellent
before,
matchup.
The tilt combos, the forward airs, the bouncing fish, it feels like Zero's definitely in his comfort zone here, going up against the Sonic.
Sonic doing a great job early on with the grab into the down throw, getting the juggle early on, both fighters spacing each other out, but MKLeo at only 8%, Zero already with 62% damage. And Vicky, we see those throws by MKLeo and Sonic leading to some nice 2- and 3-hit combos.
Yeah, MKLeo is doing a really good job at taking advantage of catching landings with Sonic, a character who is known to have some of the fastest speed in the game.
Yeah, and we see a lot of moves hitting into back air or even out of throws as we're talking about, doing the up air, and then he does the up B really cleverly to get out of Zero's range and then using the aerial drift to get back to the center stage. I really like this play, and he's using the up B there again to try to edge guard him as the bumper falls down. It does have a hitbox and an up smash coming out from MKLeo, taking the first stock.
MKLeo's
oh my
gosh, the 3-2 stock advantage. MKLeo at just 55% as well, so he's going to try and certainly make the most of this. The crowd chanting MKLeo, the support for the youngster here as he tries to upset Zero.
I'll do a chance for
juggle, and we see MKLeo dominating the aerial game here early on.
Yeah, Zero finally finding his footing onto the ground, and how exciting would it be, Jordan, to see a bracket reset and more characters on the screen. Now we see Leo taking advantage of Sonic's speed.
Yeah,
I love a bracket reset. Zero needs to be back on top.
Homing in and figuring out where exactly he's going to go and then connecting it to up airs and back airs as he's been doing. So he's just following him while he's in the air, and he gets the charge full smash. He just caught Zero jumping right into it.
Brilliantly played by MKLeo and Sonic, and he has a commanding 3-1 stock lead at this point. Zero trying to come back and take a game from MKLeo. If not, we're going to have a bracket reset and a quick one like that. Oh, but she getting an up smash, and it's now 2 stocks to 1 here, Vicky.
That follow-up into the up smash was just beautiful coming from Zero, and MKLeo is not faltering. Notice how Zero now has 1 stock. He does have quite a hill to climb here.
MKLeo, Zero, As
He
we
does
said,
indeed.
MK Leo can advance with a victory here and advance it to a bracket reset. Sheik trying to get that fair to connect. No luck right there. MK Leo coming back down to the field. Block trying to punish right there, but Zero able to recover with Sheik. Both fighters still staying in the middle of this map here, Fish.
I gotta say, MK Leo is doing such a great job getting out of these combos using the up B. It's like really fast and gets you so far up there that Zero can't really get anything started, and then he just aerial drifts to like the center of the stage. It's really great play for MK Leo, and he almost gets the upper. This guy's going nuts.
Beautiful mix-up by MK Leo to keep Zero at bay. 100 for Zero, 92.5 for MK Leo. MK Leo with a 2-to-1 stock advantage. Trying to get the KO at the top with the up air. No luck right there. The grab into the side throw from Zero. MK Leo with that forward air. Now he has the edge guard. Zero getting back up on the stage. MK Leo trying to close this one out here, Vic.
He's playing extremely patient right here, but unfortunately...
Ooh, come on, let's go.
Once again, Vish.
Yeah, I mean, like we're talking about, if he does that aerial drift that many times, eventually Zero's gonna get a read on him. And he read that up smash, but the back air with the cutscene finish. Beautiful.
We have a bracket reset. MK Leo taking 2 games from Zero in our grand final. So let's go ahead and reset this thing, and now it becomes a true best 2 out of 3.
No, bracket reset was bad.
What we saw there, Vicky, with Sonic was the ability to really dominate the aerial game. But as Vish pointed out, getting one of those combos that Zero was trying to throw at him.
Yeah, using the spring as well as an option to just make sure
Zero
he's
had
not
won
going to be falling to
the
Zero's
first few
combos.
games. That
He
would have
kept
been
his
it.
ground
Gotcha.
really well throughout the entire match and continuously racked up a lot of damage on Zero as Zero was trying to find his footing back to the stage.
But I will say that it felt like Zero was kind of adapting towards the end because he kind of understood, okay, he's going to try to get out of my combos as soon as he can with the up B. So as the set goes on, I'm wondering if Zero will punish those kind of up Bs and then trying to wait for the aerial drift a little bit harder even. So it's going to be interesting to see how this progresses.
Well, let's get ready for our grand finals. It'll be best 2 out of 3. We had the bracket reset. MK Leo taking on Zero. Let's see the character selection. Oh, Sonic versus Mario. Take me back to all my arguments in the 1990s right here, Vicky.
Oh my goodness, the ultimate battle, and what a great fitting battle.
That's
here
nice,
with
buddy.
our final grand finals
I do
match.
see what he's talking about, though.
And here we are, Sonic versus Mario, ladies and gentlemen, with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on the screen. Where are we leaving right now, Vish?
This is crazy, man. You could not have picked these 2 more iconic characters for such a finals. It feels like Zero is... MK Leo is really controlling the center well, and he goes back to center, and because he has such speed with Sonic, he can just dash all the way back and punish Zero's movement. So he's already got a little bit of a lead.
Side grab into the throw by Zero, able to clear space out of MK Leo. Zero trying to move around MK Leo with that speed, gets that dash attack to connect. Oh, but there's the air dodge we talked about. Vicky able to recover in time.
Come on, Zero!
Unfortunately, he had to
Come on, Zero!
resort to recovering early there, and he got hit by forward smash, but he was still able to make it back onto the stage.
MK Leo with the 56% health advantage to Zero's 114 early on. Both fighters at 3 stocks.
Yeah, it just really feels like the MK Leo is content with just kind of keeping center stage. Oh, and a strong forward smash, but not quite 100%. Trying to use the flood to push him off. Not enough.
Didn't work.
But gets the up smash on recovery.
Up smash, well played.
Up smash from Zero clears things out, and you continue to look at the 3 to 2 stock advantage for Zero at this point. MK Leo Sonic trying to connect with that forward smash back.
I wish it was 3-1 right now.
Able to miss right there, but the punish and the throw by Zero here, Vicky.
Yeah, and it's just as Vish said, Zero adapting to MK Leo and playing a lot more aggressively.
Yeah, I also feel like Zero's actually staying really grounded as opposed to jumping because MK Leo would just kind of get those punishes while Zero is in the air, and Zero's just like, you know, I'm gonna stay on the ground and get these nice little ground combos and rack up some percent going into the stock.
The 1-2-3 jab on the edge guard, another down tilt to the edge guard, and Zero really doing a fine job staying grounded with Mario and getting those combos against MK Leo he wasn't able to get in the last game here, Vic.
Oh!
It really feels
well
like
played, Leo.
It's hard to edgeguard Sonic just the way he bounced like that and goes all the way below and then gets the up B. Mario can't really do much, just kind of waiting for Sonic to get back. MK Leo with a nice little up throw there. Okay.
How about the aerial right there, Vish? Sonic doing a great job. MK Leo, it's now 2 stocks to 2. And if you're MK Leo, this is where you try to mount a comeback, but the grab and the side throw by Zero, that's going to clear space. MK Leo can't recover in time, and now Vicky Zero's looking at a 2-1 stock advantage over MK Leo.
Similar situation as to what happened to Zero, now happening to Leo, but as you can see right here, he's not letting it falter him as he continuously tries to find a way to get in on him.
Yeah, I mean, just the grounded adaptation from Zero is so hard for Sonic to contend with. He tries to throw him up in the air and get some follow-ups that way, but it's just not really a Sonic strong suit, it looks like, in this matchup, to be grounded in that manner.
Sonic with the grab and the side throw followed by the fair was able to rack up some damage once again, getting another throw into some combo, and here comes the forward smash. That connects right there. Both fighters getting back on stage. MK Leo trying to mount a comeback, down 2-1 in the stocks. Unable to connect with the aerial there, able to connect on the ground, but once again Zero with the grab and the side throw, Vicky.
It's actually quite interesting to see that Zero's actually trying to go for the perfect shield. This new mechanic now introduced within the new game where he lets go of shield at the perfect time to parry Sonic.
Yeah, the timing is really tight though, so it's very impressive that he's trying to go for it in this kind of juncture of the tournament. Oh,
that's true.
The pop-up doesn't get the upper, they're back to neutral position.
Zero with the 2-1 stock advantage, trying to get as much damage on MK Leo as he can, and while he still has that one stock lead, MK Leo trying to, of course, nullify that and trying to make it even ground. Oh, but the up smash from Zero, not enough to clear things out. Still not enough here, Vicky.
Yeah, getting the back hit of the up smash right there. Tries to go for the frontal hit instead, but unfortunately, since it was
so 1-1 now. But Zero has lead because of the percentage. 120.5.
120, both fighters at their final stock. Zero, fresh as a daisy right now with only 0%. Oh, Zero able to connect with that fair, beautiful.
Zero at 0%.
Leo trying to avoid the combo on the edge, rolling back right there, gets a chance.
See that 7.5 now 15-2. It's a Zero.
Oh, and he gets a couple great hits. Okay, great air dodge from Zero. He really needed that. It looked like he was in front of
the dodge
that MK Leo was doing. Great. Nice little backer from Zero as well, but it is pretty.
Oh, this is only the first game.
Oh!
Dude!
Oh my God, Kachi slipping,
Zero gets the up smash. He takes the first game of our grand finals. Don't forget, best 2 out of 3. Zero needs one more game, and he will be our champion of the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. And what we saw there, and it's a good point that you pointed out there, Vish, we saw Zero doing a better job of staying grounded. He really got punished and damaged quite a bit by those aerials in the previous matchup against Sonic. Wasn't the case this time.
Yeah, I mean, just how much that Sonic was getting while Mario was in the air. Zero kind of saw that and he was like, you know what, if I just stay grounded, I can still start up some of my initiations with my up tilt into my up airs and even some of my throws. But Sonic had a much harder time, it looked like, to get those kind of same initiations. But even then, it was still really close towards the end, just almost with that edge guard from MK Leo with those couple back airs.
You talk about MK Leo and his ability to edge guard, but the air dodge by Zero was so critical. Vicky, tell us why.
Because at that moment, he recognized that MK Leo was going to try to go for something. So to avoid it, he had to maneuver himself around there. But because air dodge isn't the same way in this game, you don't want to be air dodging too much. Because if you air dodge from a high distance, there's so much lag. So you could possibly be ending your stock in an SD.
Well, let's get set for our next game here. MK Leo versus Zero. If Zero can get the victory here, he will be our champion. Which characters will they choose? Well, let's go ahead and just rack it up again. Mario versus Sonic. Zero controlling Mario, MK Leo controlling Sonic. And you get a chance to take a look at the different mechanics of the stage now. What are we going to expect to see here strategy-wise here, Vish?
I mean, it's a longer stage, so controlling center and controlling that mid-platform is going to be better. It feels like because
except
there are platforms,
for
the
draft
underneath
they have
Mario and
stick
get
with
the
the
initiation that Sonic is really looking for. So this could work out really well for him. We'll see how it goes.
And loser chooses the stage, so this was an interesting choice by MK Leo. You want to introduce some verticality to this level here, Vicky.
Yeah, this is a stage that is no stranger to us. Town and City finally showing itself. And MK Leo with the grab, and here's the follows. But wow, Zero falling with an aerial into a grab.
We see MK Leo getting back up on the ledge at this point, trying to do an edge guard punish. Oh, Zero able to take advantage of that. 3 straight connections on the juggle right there, followed by the up B, and he has a 70-92 advantage. Zero right now looking very strong. Once again, the forward smash, is it enough?
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was.
On the stage here, Fish.
Yeah, I mean, and I think just because the stage, the bottom part of the stage is so long, Sonic can just kind of traverse that way quicker. And wow, what a great recovery option doing up air and then doing another up B into up air. That actually keeps the ledge so safe. I'd be scared to edge guard if I were Zero going down there.
MKLeo getting back on the stage, but staring at a 148% damage right now. Zero just at 88, and there comes
nice
from Zero, Vicky.
And there's a parry that you just saw right there, the perfect shield coming out of Zero, and you can recognize that Zero's always at an advantage whenever he keeps MKLeo guessing of where option he should do off the ledge.
For sure, for sure.
MKLeo at 19%,
Yeah,
Zero at 120, 3-2 stock advantage for Zero. Here we go, MKLeo with the back throw. Is it going to be enough? No,
I can
Zero
see
able to
things
get
better
back
now
on
that
stage.
it's his
But that
1v1.
catches him in mid-air, and how about that edge guard, Fish?
That's really smart. We've seen him try to do that earlier where the spring has a hitbox as it falls down there, and that one actually worked out perfectly against Mario's style of recovery. I like it.
MKLeo getting juggled a little bit in the air, but you see those platforms are now back. Zero trying to edge guard right there. MKLeo getting back on. MKLeo rolling out of the couple of aerials.
When it was like a doubles,
able to get the nice up smash.
especially the first round in the women's bracket and the first round in the losers bracket.
Off from recovery just keeps him safe while he gets back on stage. It's actually a really great recovery option. Knocks him off, tries to read drift in, but Zero doesn't bite, actually aerialing in instead, keeping himself safe. Oh. Gets the up air.
Grab into the down throw earlier by MKLeo. Zero trying to hold things down on the ground, avoiding matching MKLeo in the air. And Vicky, you seem that strategy is working pretty well for Zero here early on.
Yeah, since he was trying to catch Leo with the up smash, instead Leo caught him with his forward smash, showing him what the fist has to say.
Don't let me catch you sleeping right there. MKLeo with a 2-to-1 stock lead, however.
Yeah.
131% damage, trying to get as much as he can, playing with house money at this point, trying to force a game 3 in our grand finals. Zero, meanwhile, has to eliminate 2 more stocks. Can MKLeo get back on? But Vicky, we see the recovery, and now it's
yes! Come on, come on, come on.
Get the KO here. He will be our champion, Fish.
I really feel like as the set progresses, we're seeing these harder and harder
Do it.
with these huge smashes.
Joke back,
I mean,
joke
not
back, come on.
Crazy fast, so it must really have an understanding of who they're playing against.
No,
or
no,
where
no,
exactly
no,
they're
no,
doing
no,
their,
no.
Trajectories.
Dude, what are you doing?
With a couple of juggles right there, Zero on the side of the screen, getting a chance to recover here, Vicky. And you look at what's at stake with 1 stock left here for each fighter.
Jordan, this is a perfect representation of momentum at its finest. MKLeo really showing that confidence as he continues to follow Zero up in the air, and another grab. He is sent off the left side of the stage. Can he make it back safely, though?
Yeah, and then MKLeo just kind of keeping a little bit outside the range of any kind of hitboxes that Zero can do off the stage, and he gets the backer in the middle of the stage, and this is going to game 3, guys.
Oh, man.
Smash Brothers Ultimate here. It is now 1-1, and we go to a winner-take-all decisive game 3 for what we saw there from MKLeo and Sonic. The addition of the platforms in that level really seemed to help with that vertical game, because if you were Mario and Zero and you tried to stay grounded, you still had a chance to get juggled in the air by MKLeo.
As Vish pointed out, the platforms actually allowed MKLeo to take advantage of the platform pressure that he was applying to Zero. Although it seemed very close up until the very last stock, Leo was able to carry his momentum and take game 2.
Oh my god, I gotta give a shout out to both these competitors for giving us the most possible matches that we could have at this invitational, going all the way down to the last game. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, we've had an
I'll give them that for
unbelievable
sure.
crowd. Is everybody ready for Game 3 Grand Finals Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018? It all
Woo!
comes
Let's do
down
this.
to this between MKLeo. Can the youngster dethrone Zero, or will Zero look to repeat it yet another invitational? It's Mario versus Sonic. Zero, the loser of the last game, choosing to go with the completely flat final destination here, Vish.
Right, and it's exactly like we were talking about before. It just felt like his grounded game was really powered up with this kind of stage, and you just forced into the air a little bit more with that previous one. Makes sense to me in terms of a counterpick for Zero.
Early going here. No major advantage for either fighter. Zero at 35. MKLeo.
I see he's trying to do that parry.
It seems like Vicky a little cautious and just making sure that they distance themselves from each other.
Yeah, this is a neutral as well. So you see Leo is just trying to be a little bit more defensive. Does not want to land the first hit, as he recognizes that Zero is trying to go for the more aggressive approach here. A lot of rolls coming from Leo, which we've established isn't the best idea, but you can tell he's feeling very confident in keeping those rolls going and keeping Zero up in the air.
You see the forward air from MKLeo going out. Both fighters still relatively the same health percentage. And you look at MKLeo, got to try and put some pressure on Zero because you have to match that aggressiveness here, Fish.
Yeah, and I like the movements that they're doing. They're not being too committal with any of their attacks. They're kind of dashing and then stopping their dash with their shield so they can immediately act out of it as best they can. They either get a shield grab or they can jump out and do an aerial. Oh, he goes all the way out there. I like the quick beat from MKLeo. It kind of avoids the back air that Zero was trying.
And Zero giving MKLeo a taste of his own medicine with some aerials leading to some juggle combos, and now it's 115 MKLeo, 78-0. Both fighters
love the idea of
as
that,
the winner will be your champion of the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. Zero looking to recover. Oh, able to avoid the spring there, Vicky.
Yeah, good avoidance there coming from Zero, but he still finds himself off stage. Leo applying so much pressure for the spring.
Ooh!
That tech!
Ooh!
Oh my god, that tech was amazing. I mean, he's been seeing that the uppy spring is going to be coming out there, so he was definitely expecting it. He was just ready for it. And Zero off of the ledge. Zero is reading MKLeo with so many up smashes. Gets the KO. He's up a little bit.
Another grab into a side throw from Zero.
Zero!
Trying to make the most that he can with this.
I don't care what the crowd's saying right now.
Not enough to clear Zero out of the arena at this point. Trying to edge guard. Both fighters being very technical about what they're trying to do. Oh, another grab by MKLeo into the back throw here, Fish.
Oh my god, yeah, really, really cautious play, especially on the ledge. You're just like, what is he gonna do? Am I gonna get red again? I don't want to get smashed one more time in this finals.
Ooh, the patience though displayed from Zero. He was trying to get the read with a down smash. Notice he still has all three stocks. He is at 151 though, so MKLeo is going to try to go for those back airs a little bit more often or catch a jump with an up smash.
Once again, another grab into a forward throw by MKLeo, but you see Zero able to rack up damage after damage on MKLeo with the 3-2 stock advantage. Zero still staying alive at 163. Both these fighters. It's been back and forth throughout this entire tournament, and beautiful aerial right there, Fish.
Yeah, you can really feel like the pace of this last match was a bit slower and a little bit more methodical. They're kind of just waiting and trying to punish, trying to see where the air dodges come out, seeing where the recoveries are come out. Like their Zero got a great backer on the right side of the stage there.
That's a very good call.
Just trying to control center is working out so well.
Zero's favor a lot more. Like that! 3-1 right now! Zero's at 175-1. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
And now it's 175-19, but Zero with the 3-1 stock lead here, Vicky.
Yeah, Zero with the up smash uncontested, but MKLeo with the back air finally taking Zero's first stop.
That was so smart from Zero because that's one of the few options Sonic has on coming down like that, and you hadn't used it thus far, but that was just the hardest, coldest read I've seen.
Zero is just 1 KO away.
Oh, Zero, don't let him do this again. Don't let him do this again. There we go. Go.
By Zero. MKLeo trying to recover. Zero missing with a couple of those aerials right there. Both fighters.
Yep.
Couple of glancing blows. MKLeo gets back on the stage, able to punish with the smash. Vicky.
Yeah, which punch is going to hit first? MKLeo now tosses Zero off stage.
He's fast
he
at
does have
times.
91% on
I like that little map
so
there.
Probably want to play a little bit
Showing
more
you
safely.
the out of bounds.
Yeah, he really needs to, just with the percent that he has. He's got to really make every single recovery count. He's got to get back to center as best he can. This is not a great position. It's not worked out really well for MKLeo while he's getting off the ledge.
Oh man, I feel the adrenaline rushing through my body right now.
Oh my goodness.
Keep an eye out for that up smash from Zero. Sonic and MKLeo at 121. Zero can smell a championship. Just has to connect with one more critical hit here. Trying to block, gets the forward. Isn't enough.
Come on!
MKLeo getting back on the stage. Zero trying to close this thing out. Side throw against MKLeo. Still not enough, but here it is.
Zero!
Champion of the Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018.
How does he keep doing it, man? How does he win every invitation? How does he get back all the way to finals, bringing out the scarf, bringing out the Mario? This guy cannot be stopped. He is just so good.
No, he's not.
It took the third game of the grand finals, Vicky, and you look at how well matched both these players are, how well respected they are in the community, and it's certainly a treat for everybody that got a chance to watch that.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I mean, seeing Zero with another streak here, with the Super Smash Brothers Invitational. I want to know who's been giving Zero these notes because what a fantastic showcase, Vish.
Oh my God, is Smash Brothers in this guy's blood? How is he so good at it? I mean, he's just born to play. This guy is a contender. I really love the adaptation throughout the set from both of these competitors. They really showed us what high level potentially could look like in this game, and it was a really great showing, honestly. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Like you said, a tremendous showing of skill that we saw from both Zero and MKLeo and all of our fighters. But now let's get set for our award ceremony, and for that, let's bring him out again, the creator of the Super Smash Brothers series. Put your hands together for Mr. Sakurai.
Sakurai!
What a treat, everybody here at the Belasco Theater. We have medals for both of our finalists here. And let's begin with our second place finisher, MKLeo. As the crowd chants Sakurai, you see the love from this community for the creator. But let's go ahead and get started with our award ceremony right here. We have a couple of medals for our participants here. Let's begin with our second place finisher. Please give a big round of applause for MKLeo. And we had to get to the final game of our grand finals, but we have a champion.
Zero.
Give it up for Zero.
Zero!
Not only does our champion get a medal, but we also have a trophy for our champion. So let's go ahead and bring that out, our Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018 Championship Trophy presented by Mr. Sakurai himself to our champion, Zero.
That is a beautiful trophy. Oh my God.
That is.
Just a wonderful display. Now let's hand it over to Mr. Sakurai for a few words.
Zero は本当に強いな。
Zero, you are really good.
選手の皆さんに入場してもらいましょう。Please come in.
Let's ask the players who participated to come out on stage.
So, 皆さんお楽しみいただけましたでしょうか。
So, did you enjoy the show?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
実は皆さん忘れているかもしれませんが、このゲームは未完成品です。
And I don't know if you remember, but this game is not yet done.
私は正直どれだけ不具合が出るんじゃないか、止まるんじゃないかと、心配しながら見ていました。
And honestly, I was really scared that, oh my God, there's going to be a bug, it's going to freeze up. I was really scared.
ちなみにこの試合を見ていて、不具合を2、3見つけてしまいました。
And speaking of which, I did find already 2 or 3 bugs while watching this tournament.
製品が出るまでに直します。
I'll be sure to fix it in the production version.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, it's not released yet. Makes sense.
制作をしている最中のゲームなのに、
Yeah,
なんて上手にプレイするんだろうなと
it
思
was
いました
released
ね。
yet.
But I was really impressed at how well you guys played, despite this being a game in development.
ただし、このゲームのバランスも日々変わっていきますし、開発中に日々変わっていきますし、また、今作ならではのルールを覚えると挙動もどんどん違ってくると思います。
And this game is constantly being adjusted, and the balancing is constantly being adjusted during development. And as you learn the new rule sets for this game, I think what you can do with this game will change as well.
だからさっさと完成できるように、日本にすぐに帰ろうと思います。今日深夜便で帰って朝に日本に到着し、すぐに仕事します。
So with that said, I need to go back home to Japan and get working. So I'm gonna take a midnight flight tonight and start work tomorrow morning.
Dude.
Guys,
that's a major jet lag.
だから皆さんどうぞ。Thank you. Thank you. どうぞ発売を楽しみにしてください。ありがとうございました。
And with that said, I hope you're all looking forward to the release of this game. Thank you very much.
Oh, I sure am.
Let's give it up one more time for Mr. Sakurai and all of our players that took place in the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. 8 of the finest players representing 6 countries. We came down to an unbelievable grand finals. The atmosphere here at the Belasco Theater was absolutely electric. And that concludes a wonderful doubleheader day of Nintendo competitive action. You saw the Splatoon 2 World Championship. The GG Boys of Japan becoming victorious in that. And we had a wonderful day getting a chance to just see not only the passion but the love from the community behind these games. Then of course our Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. MK Leo and Zero would finally face off amongst 8 of the finest players in the world. And you got to see a lot of love and support from the community, as well as a chance to see all that this game offers as it continues to be in development. And just once again, a wonderful atmosphere here at the Belasco Theater in Los Angeles. Want to give a big thank you to our commentators. Let's hear it for Vicky, Kitty, and Vish. And then, of course, Nine and Ashley Esqueda for Splatoon 2. And then, of course, a big round of applause for all the hardworking folks behind the scenes that make this possible. Make sure you continue to tune into Nintendo Treehouse Live all week long for more great Nintendo content. December 7th. Can't get here soon enough. Have a great rest of the week.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Wow, what an epic outcome that was. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful match on Splatoon, let alone Smash Bros. Holy cow. Japan took it away so easily on Splatoon 2, especially on that, I think it was like the 5th match. I don't know, but it's like second to last match or something, like, or game I should say, because it was a best of 7 series. But yeah, they took away strong there, and Zero nailing it at the end there after the bracket reset too. Whew. Zero was able to redeem himself, came out strong, especially on the stage that he chose, because it's a loser's pick stage. So he picked the stage, and it worked so well to his advantage, especially with the way that he was controlling the characters and all that, controlling Mario. And they were both doing the same strategy. MK Leo and Zero was doing the same strategy, but it kind of works in Zero's 4. So I'm going to sign off now. Everyone, thank you so very much for watching. And if you're watching this on VOD, thank you very much for watching. And have a wonderful day. Till then, stay classy, my fellow Hollyans, and I'll see you on the next live stream or video. Bye for now, everyone.